Oof. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming live from Bears Stadium tonight as the Greyhounds set to take on the West OSO Bears. The Greyhounds come in 1-0 after an explosive win against the Woodsboro Eagles, and the Bears come in 0-1 after losing a tough loss to the Oldham Owls. It should be a good one. The West OSO Bears, even though they had a loss last week, Jerry, I could say that they had a good lot of key points in there that they could have took advantage of.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's number 3, Rankin, man. He was a reckon to be with against Oldham. Other than that, they gave Oldham a good fight throughout the whole game. They played, and this is the second season of their head coach that they have here in OSO.
Yeah, they look like they're pretty pumped up right now. I know they left a couple points on the board within the red zone last week, so that's a lot to build on. And then, of course, the Greyhounds come off an explosive win, but they kind of pulled the reins back after the first quarter, going up 33-0. So we'll see exactly. This is supposed to be a tougher match for them tonight, so I think we're in for a good one tonight. I know for the Greyhounds, we're going to have Acosta under center. Captains are set to take the field, middle of the field right now. For the Greyhounds, we have number 58, Jacob Gomez, number 1, Efren Ozuna, number 64, Mark Quintanillo, and number 78, Matthew Bonda.
Looks like we're going to have 51 for OSO, 50.
They ain't got a 51 on their roster, so we'll do our best to find out who that is. But we do have number 50, Toby Hernandez. We have number 10, Daniel Esquivel, and number 11, Rashawn Nichols. Both teams coming to the middle of the field. What are you looking to see today, Jerry? What do you think OSO is going to come out doing?
I think they're going to come out with a little bit of quick passes, basically.
Passes. I know the Greyhounds, the word is on them, their defense is pretty tough. I know they've been causing problems through scrimmages and especially last week. So it's going to be a chess match from the very beginning. I know both these coaches, they're very into their game plans and stuff. So let's see how they do. Yeah, they didn't have a number.
They don't even have a number for him.
They don't have a number for him either. So.
I guess he's the scapegoat.
Yeah, he might be the X factor tonight.
Looks like also won the toss and they elected
deferring to the second
quarter. I know one thing. I was talking to the coach earlier from OSO. He was saying that he's got a good field goal kicker too, so it may come down to a field goal tonight too.
Yeah, we have a little bit of wind tonight. We're looking at 12 miles per hour.
Pretty humid night too.
Yeah, pretty humid night, but I think as the sun goes down, it should get a lot better.
Oh, I guess OSO's going to get the ball first. Excuse me.
So Taft's going to be kicking off. Here we go.
Should be an equal matchup, hopefully tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a chess match, I think, from the very beginning. So from the very jump, let's see who sets the tone. I know both teams want to come out here, and they both live off of energy. So whoever jumps on who first, that's going to be what it really is. I know that's what helped them stay in the game with Oldham. I know they got punched a couple of times, but they came right back. So OSO's not afraid to stay in it. So it's going to be a good one. There goes OSO, set to take the field to return the ball. Far backman is Brandon, number 20, Simmons in the middle. Number 4, Joe Medina on the left side. And number 15, Elijah Huff are the 3 backmen for the West OSO Bears.
And teeing off for the Greyhounds over here. 20.
Number 20, Aiden Goudry. set to kick off for the Greyhounds. The winds are strong enough and knock that ball down, so let's see what happens.
He's got the wind behind him, so maybe he gets a good boot.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, knocked it down again. What is it? One more time. I think they got to hold it.
Yeah, someone's got to hold it.
Yeah, so
he knocks back down.
See if he can get this one off right here. You can feel the energy already.
Yep.
Kicks it to the right side, kind of short. One of the up mans takes it. He's still on his feet, breaks it left. Greyhounds get him after a short gain. Looks like he's going to take him over about at the 40-yard line.
Where's the clock? Where's the clock? Yeah, but it stops on the. Oh.
Also in a spread formation, got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the shotgun snap. He's quick in the backfield. The Greyhounds, he stays on his feet. He fights for something he shouldn't have had. He gets about maybe a 1 yard gain, it looks like. Number 78, Bondo on the outside, gave him quick pressure.
Along with 50 up there in the middle.
58 in the middle, Jacob Gomez. Under center, we have for the Bears, number 9, Anthony Pena, second-year quarterback. Pena in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Read option, gives it up the middle. He's got some room.
Ooh,
he's upended, but not after a big gain. The West Oso Bears get a first down at about the opponent's 44-yard line.
That was a good.
That was a good read, yeah.
Good
he
read
pulled
right
it just
there.
in time. Linebackers kind of dipped out on the outside. Here he goes. Pena takes the shotgun again. Another read option. He's still up the field. Gets a good what is that, about 5 yards, you say?
5 yards, I think 5 yards.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5. That running back's running pretty hard. That's number 15 for the OSO Bears, Elijah Huff. He's been busy these first two. Pena takes the shotgun, rolls out to the left. Quarterback keeper still on his feet. Taken down by number 21 of the Greyhounds. He gets he looks like he's going to have a first down, but there is a flag on it. Holding. They're going to bring it back. So what would have been a first down looks like it's coming back. Holding on the Bears. Looks like to start the game, they've been kind of trying to play with the defense, trying to make them stay at bay, trying to make them be disciplined. They've caught them over-committing a couple times. Let's see if they can keep it up, especially after this penalty. Brings them up to 2nd and 10. Pena in the backfield again. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Pena takes the snap, looking for a quick one in the middle. Quickly tipped by number 9 of the Greyhounds, though. Incomplete, going to bring up 3rd and 10. Number 9 for the Greyhounds, Aiden Leandro.
That looked like it could have gone a pass interference there because the ball
he got lucky on that. It was a little early, but
I guess.
Pena in the backfield again with Elijah Huff to the right of him. Oh, that's going to be they got him. Like I said, they've been playing with the discipline of the Greyhounds, and so far it's played off here early in the game. It's going to give them about 3rd and 5. Oh, no, I take that back. They got a false start. Oh, hold on.
We got
misconfusion.
Misconfusions out there.
Yeah, they got it misconfused. It is going to be offsides on the Greyhounds, so instead of 3rd and 10, it's going to bring them at 3rd and 5.
I tell you one thing, that Huff is a pretty good little stout running back,
Yeah, he is.
And the quarterback
also staying in the spread formation. Pena still in the backfield. They got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Greyhounds got 3 down linemen, 1 on the outside up. Looks like, he pulled it.
That quarterback knows how to hide that ball.
Yeah, he did. He's pretty good at pulling that. But it's still the Greyhounds were able to keep him at bay and only get him about a yard. So it's gonna bring up 4th and 4.
they're going to go for it here.
Looks like they're going for it.
Huff's back in the back again.
There they go again. They played with the Greyhounds discipline again, and once again it paid off. 4th and 4 is going to give them a first down after the penalty. Offsides on the Greyhounds.
I think that they're trying to run off the cadence. I think he's kind of blowing off
Yeah,
the
it's
cadence.
just right now it looks like the Greyhounds are just really, really anxious, and the West Oso Bears have been able to capitalize on it. So let's see if they can be more disciplined on the line. Peña takes the shotgun in the back, bobbles the snap, still grab it, takes off. Oh, looks like they're going to get him for a face mask. Another penalty. Looks like they're to kill the Greyhounds. Of course, that's going to be an automatic first down, getting the OSO Bears closer to the end zone.
Getting them into that red zone.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that quarterback knows how to stay poised in that backfield.
Yes, sir.
That was he bobbled that snap and still was able to break off a good run. Even before the face mask, it still was about a 6-yard gain.
He would have probably got that first.
So it's going to be 15 from the spot of the foul. So it's going to give him a good little chunk of distance. We're looking at 1st and 10 from the Greyhound 19.
Yeah, 19-yard line first down right
OSO
there.
Bears are knocking on the door. 14-yard line. Peña in the backfield takes the shotgun once again. Read option, but the Greyhounds, they sniffed it this time.
Number Leandro.
The Greyhounds look like they buckled down a little bit on that. Past couple read options, they've been able to stay at bay with them. These number 9, number 15 have just been making it work. That time the Greyhounds got them. So let's see. It brings up 2nd and long. Peña takes the snap, drops back, got pressure on him, rolls out to the right, still on his feet. Looks like he's going to keep it. Gets a good little gain after a good little blocks. He's going to get some of that yardage back.
It'll be like 3rd and
It's going to be 3rd and 4.
at the 9-yard line.
8-yard line. Looks about the 8-yard line. So that's 3rd and 4 from the 8-yard line. Peña under center. Looks like he's still trying that deep count. Pulls it. Good read on the outside. He pulls it back and throws it to number 11. That's a touchdown for the West Oso Bears. Rayshawn Nichols for the touchdown.
It looked like on that play, the Greyhounds kind of gave them a couple of good hold stops, but the penalties really hurt them to bring them down for them to get this score here.
Yeah, it looks like they just really played into the Greyhounds and over-committing. They made the Greyhounds have to play the second move, and it paid off for them this whole drive. Along with key penalties, the 4th down one was big. I know it looks like Castellano looks like he's arguing maybe that he crossed the line of scrimmage. It's kind of that new style offense. I think it's called like a RPO or read pass option. Looked like he read it pretty good on that one and just caught the Greyhounds sleeping. That was a good drive for the West Oso Bears.
Yeah.
The Greyhounds are going to get a chance to answer now, so let's see what happens.
With 9:18 in the first quarter there.
9:18 in the first quarter. Bears are up 7-0, set to kick off to the Greyhounds. Back deep for the Greyhounds. It looks like number 2, Joseph Espinosa, and number 21, Josh Suarez. Oso gives a big deep kick. Looks like it's going to get to the back man. Number 21, Josh Suarez takes it up the middle. He finds a gap. He's still on his feet. Won the beat. Oh, man.
That could have went to the house.
Kicker saved the big one. He was gone. He really was gone. He found that seam. The kicker was just in the right spot at the right time.
If he would've,
Big tackle.
Big tackle right there. That would have been
But that's huge for the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds just had a huge drive on them. Now it looks like they're going to start out with good field position. They're already on the Bears side of the field. Looks like we're going to be at the 46-yard line with the 1st and 10. Greyhounds set to come under center.
And we got our quarterback right there. He's a sophomore.
Sophomore, number 5,
Acosta.
Johnny Acosta. What looks like number 8, Steven Rivera in the backfield. Greyhounds come with 2 to the right, 1 to the left, spread out. Costa in the shotgun, backs up, quick pass to the right. Oh, OSO Bears, big hit. Big hit. He read it there. He stayed disciplined on that outside in that quick pass. He was there for it. Looks like number 21.
21, Josh Swat is on the trying to receiving end.
Yeah, and he was met quickly by Zapata. He read that really, really good. So now it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Greyhounds come up with the 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Costa takes the snap, drops back, rolling right. He lets it go deep. He's got it. Oh, good pass deflection by number 11, Rayshawn Nichols, the guy that just got the touchdown. He's playing both ends of the ball. It makes a great play on defense right there.
But it was a beautiful pass.
It was a beautiful pass. It was a beautiful pass, but Nichols was right there step by step. He was able to deflect it. So it's going to bring up a quick 3rd and 10 for the Greyhounds. After a big return, this is a big kind of down. You want to try to get some kind of momentum. Greyhounds still coming out with that same look. 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Acosta in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back. He's under pressure. He's going to roll out left. He's still on his feet. He's going to go ahead and keep it. He's got some yards. 1st down for the Greyhounds after a big keeper. Looked like he stayed back there, tried to read it, but everything was covered up. Decided just to go ahead and keep it for himself.
Yeah, that middle, over the middleman. That middleman came in pretty quick, like a blitz after that. He flushed him out.
He flushed him out. He was able to get around him, and after that, there was open daylight. He picks up a 1st down. We're looking at
first and
10 from the OSO Bears 29-yard line. Acosta with the Rivera to the left. Now the Greyhounds have 3 to the left. He drops back. He's under pressure. Looks like they try to set up a screen, but the Bears were there. The Bears were there.
I tell you one thing, the Bears, that front line is getting a good push.
Yeah, they've been getting a good push, and it's been causing pressure, and we haven't been able to. The Greyhounds haven't been able to get the looks that they've been looking to get. So that's going to be big. Just also, is Taft going to find a way to be able to slow down that rush from the OSO Bears?
They just need to stay home and hold their blocks.
Costa takes the snap. He drops back. Here they come again. Ozuna catches it to the left. He's still on his feet, but Acosta Bears are quickly there to grab him up. It didn't look like he grabbed any yards on that one. It actually looks like they're going to give him a loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 11 now. Now the Greyhounds are looking at having the ball with 3rd and 11 at the OSO Bear 30-yard line.
There again, it looked like 3 of the Bears were coming in, and
it looks like they're just stacking the box and they're just rushing pretty hard in the middle. I think they're kind of trying to give the young quarterback something different to look at. Here they come again. They're coming full speed. A quick screen to the left, but it's out of his hands, man.
That would have been daylight.
That would have been a good play for them, but he just couldn't reel it in right there. Good pass by Acosta.
Then again, you had OSO right there coming in on the
blitz
blitz
again.
again.
Was there too, so as much as you could say it was going to be a catch, you got to make sure that you reel it in, and that's not what happened. So now we're looking at 4th and 11 for the Greyhounds. It looks like they're still trying to talk about what they're going to do. But I'll tell you what, those OSO Bears up in that front line, they're fighting to get through. Costa in the backfield, drops back. He's looking to pass. He lets it go deep to the left side of the field. Oh, they're going to give him the pass interference, it looks like. Looks like they're going to give him the pass interference on that one.
Flag. That was a beautiful pass there.
That was a beautiful pass. Yeah, it was. He put it right where it needed to be. It looks like the Bear defender just couldn't get his head around in time.
and tackled him before the ball got there. So I would say it would be.
It's going to be a big play. These are the breaks that OSO was catching on their side, and now it looks like Taft's going to be able to catch it on their side. So again, it's not like the NFL. They're going to go back to the original line of scrimmage and mark off 15 from there, but it is going to be a first down.
Put them at about the 15-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now. Big break for the Greyhounds. Give it up to Acosta for trusting himself and letting that ball go.
You know, for a sophomore at his age, you would think there were keys that he would rush it, but he kind of waited there for
it.
But
kind of sometimes the younger they are, the more, they ain't got nothing. They're just out there playing, they're just having fun. Makes them kind of a little bit more dangerous. So the Greyhounds come 2 to the left, Rivera to the left side in the shotgun formation for Acosta. Acosta takes a snap, drops back, looking to the left once again.
Could have gone either way there, but it was.
It looks like it was pretty much over his head, uncatchable though. So good no call right there. I would give it. 2nd
and 10 at the 15, I guess.
I'll tell you what though, the Greyhounds are really trying to sling the ball downfield. That's at least their 3rd or 4th long pass that they've attempted in this drive alone. So they're not being hesitant with the young quarterback. They're trying to let him get whatever experience he needs, and they're trusting him. So here we go again. Acosta in the backfield. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Motion coming around the right side. Acosta under pressure. Oh, he lets it go. Oh, man. Huge effort by Acosta, but the Bears were able to recover.
I tell you, that Bear defensive line is coming in.
Yeah, they're coming in. They're not really letting him settle in. They're making him have to do everything under pressure. So give it up to those OSO Bears. Even though they've been bending a little bit, they gave up that long first down on the pass interference. But here they are again. They're forcing the Greyhounds again into a 3rd and long. Costa is going to keep it around the left side. Kind of a QB sweep, cuts it back up to the middle, but the West OSO Bears, they're not fooled at all. They all stayed at home and were able to bring him. He got a good little yardage on it. It's going to give him about a 3-yard gain, it looks like right there.
Be about 4th and 6, 7, give or take it. Like I say, that defensive line is really coming in, and it's giving
the thing they're not giving the Greyhounds that second move. It looks like every time the Greyhounds try to cut back or get an extra yard or so, they're not giving it up, which is big. So here it goes. The Greyhounds are going to go for it. 4th and long. Acosta takes the snap under center, drops back, looking. He's going to let it go through the middle. Big catch.
Big catch over the middle.
Number 11, Enrique Rodriguez for the catch in the middle. Hey, I'll tell you what, that OSO Bear laid a good hit on him, but he held on to it pretty tight.
And then the defense was already in Acosta's grasp. He just let it go. He stayed in the pocket for a little while.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, for that defense giving him as much pressure it is, he's not really panicking and throwing crazy balls. He's putting them there, and that time he just trusted his receiver, put it right where it needed to be.
It's good.
After the extra point attempt by number 20, it's good for the Greyhounds. So we're going to be 7-7 with 7:03 left in the first quarter. That was a big answer for the Greyhounds.
Very big answer.
The crazy thing is they faced a lot of 3rd and longs on that. They caught a huge break on that 4th down, but they did go for it on 4th down 3 times in this drive alone. So the Greyhounds knew how big that drive was, and they were able to answer right there. So now we're going 7-7. It's OSO's turn to answer.
No, but it's like I say, other than that, that defensive line of OSO is pretty stout tonight.
Yeah, OSO, they had a lot of energy. Still early game, so I think it's gonna come down to which team is gonna go ahead and be able to fight. The legs are gonna wear down as the game goes. The body's gonna get heavier. So let's see who answers next. Well, the scoreboard went out.
I think they're having difficulties over there.
Yeah. See, it must have just been the energy around here or something.
Yeah, something. unless that wind's picking up over there.
Again, guys, thank you for joining us in our first broadcasting from Rio Sports. Have Jerry Perkins behind the other mic commentating. I'm Anthony Hernandez, and our cameraman is Armando Sanchez. We're bringing it to you live from West OSO Stadium. Oh, kickers are going to go ahead. They're going to look like the Greyhounds are switching kickers. Now we have big Jacob Gomez set to kick off for the Greyhounds.
I think that's their long kicker right there.
Now the long kicker, or the Greyhounds trying something sneaky right here?
No telling. It's like I say, last week he got some good boots.
Let's see. The first one was pretty short to the right side. One of the upmans was able to haul it in for the OSO Bears. So let's see. Gomez set back to kick. Big boot. Now I see why they put him in there. He tracks it down to the 1 yard line. He's going to keep it on the left side. He's going to try to find something along sideline. Cuts it back to the middle. Breaks one. He's still on his feet. One Greyhound to beat. Ooh, good angle. He saved something. He saved something bigger right there. I think of number 11, again, Enrique Rodriguez, the one that just caught the touchdown. If he doesn't make that tackle, it looks like he's going to get at least another 20 yards before another Greyhound is even within distance. So. Huh? Okay. You remember I do? No. Okay.
Here we go again.
Benya said to take the shotgun snap. Low snap, quick pass through the middle. Big hit, but he's able to hold on to it. That's number 20 from the OSO Bears, Brandon Simmons, with a big catch after a big getting hit pretty hard.
Brings about second.
It's going to bring about 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Benya takes the shotgun once again. They're trying to read option. Going to go ahead and pull it around the right side. Keeps it. It looks like he has enough for the first down.
You know,
it looks like he's making some magic happen out of that read option a little bit. Some of it looks like it's blown up in the back with nothing, and then he just kind of finds his way to get out.
It looks like he pulls it out of the gut of the running back there a couple of times. He knows how
Once
to hide
again,
that.
he's going quick to the right. Greyhounds are right there. They're able to bring him down for a short gain. Looks like maybe they're going to give him a yard on the play and bring up 2nd and 9 for the Bears.
That was Gary Alvarado Jr. on the tackle there. Quick tackle.
Big tackle right there on the outside. Benya once again drops back. Quick rusher up the middle. He still has his hands on him. He's dropped back. Quick pass. Ooh, deflected.
Something's going out here, man. We
Yeah,
got
it looks like we're losing some lights and stuff out here. It got pretty dark. So if you're seeing the screen, the televised get a little bit darker, it is because a couple lights look like they just went out during the game. So it is a lot darker out there a little bit. Now we have official timeout taken by the refs. So let's go ahead and let's see what they're going to do. We're going to take y'all to a quick commercial real quick. They got him first down. Oh, actually it didn't. They haven't reset the chains. Hold on, we have a little bit of confusion. It looks like Coach Castellanos over there On the Greyhound sideline, it looks like he's arguing about something.
They're going to give him the first there, Anthony.
Okay, so it looks like the change hadn't been set, but they did give him the first down, so it's going to go ahead and give a 1st and 10 from, it looks like they've crossed into the Greyhound territory. They're sitting at the 46. Benya in the back gun, this low snap, go ahead and picks it up, but this time he can't create anything out of the blown up play, and the Greyhounds quickly bring him down. It's like a host of Greyhounds. It looks like we have
Number 8.
Number 30, Bradley Ortiz in there in the middle, along with Gomez and Banda and Ozuna cleaning it up, not letting them go anywhere. So it's going to bring 2nd and long for the OSO Bears. Benya drops back. Big hit from the left side off a blitz. Ball hangs in the air, and it's batted down. Looks like the Greyhounds sent a late blitz off the left side. Number 2, Espinosa, was able to go ahead and get in there and get a big hit on Benya before he wanted to let the ball go. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bears. Benya looking to the sideline for a play. Looks like they got it now. He's going under center. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. In the backfield, drops back. Number 9, Benya. He's going to go ahead and dump it off, but the Greyhounds sniff it out quickly. Looks like, who is that? Number 11, Enrique Rodriguez out there on the outside. He was able to just close in on that as soon as he caught the ball.
Got a loss on that play, too.
Got a loss. They're looking like at 4th and 15 for the OSO Bears. Think we're going to see our first punt of the night?
I don't think so. It looks like he's going to.
Looks like he's back there, but you know nowadays they try to scheme everything and disguise it. But I think it's going to be a quick drop punt. They're trying to quick count, and they tried the deep count once again. They were able to get the Greyhounds early, but I tell you what, after jumping a couple of times, you go to the sideline, the coach is he's gonna give you an earful. So I think the Greyhounds had heard enough of it, and they were able to stay disciplined after that deep count right there. So it backfired on the OSO Bears and backing them up, and now it looks like 4th and 20. Now they're back on their side of the field.
We got a punt coming up right here.
Yeah, we got a for sure punt now. Looked like they tried to give a deep count to maybe take some of that yardage away and get a better look, but he drops it back. Looks like a short punt. Oh, man, I don't know. It was close. The bag came out. It usually signifies a fumble. I don't know. He's calling it in. The bag came out, so one ref is, I think, saying that he saw it. Man, those punts get kind of dangerous. You know, you don't see where they're going and stuff like that, and it looked like it just hung and took an OSO drop, and the Greyhounds wasn't there. Looks like Castellanos is trying to argue that his player was pushed into the ball. But the bag was thrown. It's a fumble. It's ruled a fumble. Big break for the OSO Bears as they're going to get the ball back, and now they're on Greyhound territory looking at the ball at a 1st and 10 from the Greyhound, what is that, 33, 32?
33, 32-yard line.
Benya looking to the sideline for a play. Still in the back with Huff. Read option once again. He gives it up to Huff. Huff is still trucking a little bit. He's going to pick up some hard-fought yards. It's going to be about 3-yard gain, so it's going to bring up about 2nd and 7 for the OSO Bears.
Yeah, that punt a while ago, it was just way up in the air, and kind of the lights are
it's kind of you know, one of those things where you kind of taught to communicate with each other. I don't know, maybe they didn't hear each other or anything, but those you got to be ready for. You don't know what's going to happen in the punt. Benya in the backfield again, drops back, quick to the right. 20s. He's going to go ahead and drop it to the right side. Greyhounds were closing in on him a little bit, so it might have been good that he dropped it because it would have brought him back 3rd and long. We're sitting at 3rd and 7 now. From the Greyhound 30-yard line.
30-yard, yeah. You got it.
Benya in the backfield, Huff to the right of him. Quick snap. Greyhounds are there. They try a quick screen. He's able to complete the pass. Huff fights for some tough yards. Get him a couple more. It's going to bring up about 4th and about 4, it looks like.
Looked like 3 guys from the Greyhounds were coming in on
yeah, they were coming in hard on Benya, but Benya just keeps making magic happen, man. Looks like you got him, and then all of a sudden he's able to make something out of it. Now you're sitting at a 4th and manageable. Bears are going for it.
Official timeout.
Is it an official timeout again, or is it a timeout on the sideline? Been having a little bit of technical difficulties all around, it looks like tonight, so looks like another official timeout. Clock says 2:39 in the first quarter still. I think the only thing about all these passes, you know, is it kind of slows the quarter down a little bit.
Pretty much.
It's been a pretty decent long quarter. Still got 2:39 in the first quarter left. The refs have sorted it out. Nothing's changed, so it's going to be 4th and about 5 for the Bears. Peña under center. Takes it. Quick pass to the left. That's a good dart right there, man. He put it where only that guy could catch it. That's a big catch. What is that? Number 5 for the West OSO Bears. Josh Williams on the big catch right there. 4th and 5. He hauled it in. Quarterback put it where he needed to be. That's a nice dart right there to the outside by Peña. Here comes OSO. They're knocking on the door again. They're in the red zone. Peña on the backfield, motion from the left side. He's going to give it end around to the right. Number 3 still on the feet. Big hurdle. Big gain right there. It's going to give him a good yardage on the first down, so it's going to keep him about 2nd and short right there.
We got
official timeout for injury.
That was 51 on the injury right there.
It's number 51, it looks like, coming up on the injury. I wish we had a name for this Bear. He's able to get up on his own feet, though. That's always a good sign for you. Coach is helping him off. Wish him the best and a speedy recovery. Hopefully he's able to return to the game later on. Gives a little break in the action, but now we're getting back to it. We're going to be sitting at 2nd and 1 with the OSO Bears knocking on the door of the Greyhounds, sitting at about the 11-yard line with 2nd and short. Very, very short. It looks like maybe a yard. You can go under that if you really, really want to be technical. So we are fighting right here. Greyhounds fighting to try to see if they can make something happen. Bears have a good drive going for themselves. Peña in the backfield once again. 15 Huff to the side of him. 20 and 11 split out to the right. 2 to the left for the Bears. Peña on the backfield takes a rollout to the right. He's going to go ahead and keep it, like a quarterback sweep. He's going to pick up enough for the first down. I tell you that. Some hard yards right there, but he's able to pick up the first down.
Banda had him right there, but right at the yardstick.
Once again, Peña just making something out of nothing. Oh, man, they didn't give him the first down. They're sitting at 3rd and inches right here. Big play. Bobbles a snap, but there goes Peña, able to make something again off the left side. He finds a big hole on the left side, and he's just able to keep it. Picks up the first down. At that time, there was no doubt. He picked up enough right there. So here they go. They're trying to keeping up the speed right here. The Bears are once again in shotgun already. Peña on the backfield. Takes the shotgun snap quickly to the left. He lets it go. Good ball. And it's a touchdown. Man, you can't tell a quarterback to throw a ball better than that. He put it where only his guy could catch it. That was a huge, huge catch. What number is that?
I think it was 15.
No, it's number 3, it looks like.
That was Rankin.
Number 3. Rankin.
He did that fade to the corner, and
I tell you what, as soon as he was running that route, he was looking back at Peña, and Peña just let it go. He put it where only he. I mean, you don't ask a quarterback to throw a better ball than that. The receiver did what he was supposed to do. That was a big play for the Bears right there to put them up. Now they're trying for the extra point, and it's good with ease. So now we're sitting at 14-7 with 1:23 left in the first quarter. The Bears answer after a big drive.
I tell you, these Bears came out to play, and
Yeah, they are. They're ready to play. They've been able to drive. The bad thing about this is that, these drives are long for the defensive side, so it's not good. But the Greyhounds have been able to do the same on their side, so let's see if they're able to do it. It's a nice little crowd out here. We are sitting at 50% capacity for the stadium, so it's sold out. From what I've heard, it's sold out. Every ticket that they've been able to sell, they sold it. So it's a nice little full game for a Friday night. Both sides have energy, so it's a good game going on right now between the Greyhounds and the Bears. The Bears are fired up. Let's see what the Greyhounds do as they're set to take the ball. Number 21, once again, Suarez in the back with number 2 to the right of him, Espinosa.
I wonder if the Bears are going to have that middle, up the middle there, kind of blocked up where Suarez ran it almost back there earlier. I wonder if they're going to adjust to that.
Once again, we have number 88, Jesus, set to kick off. Big kick. Suarez once again takes it up the middle. This time it doesn't look like he's going to be caught. Big. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Big return. I think it is, but I think it's going to be an illegal motion because it looked like the OSO Bears were in some kind of miscommunication right here. I know the coaches were sitting there talking to them, and it looked like one took off before the kickoff. Remember, the kickoff guys cannot cross the ball before the ball is kicked, and it looks like, I think that's what might have happened. I don't know, though. But it's on the far left side. The ball was to the middle. So let's see. It's either it's either a touchdown or a senseless play by the Greyhounds because it was on the far side, nowhere near the ball. Let's see what they're going to call right here.
Looks like our coach is kind of complaining over here.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted a timeout but didn't get it. Of course, like I said,
no good. Touchdown. It
was an illegal
shift.
Illegal shift as the kick returner defender crossed the ball before the ball was kicked. So it's a clean touchdown. Big return by Suarez. That's his second big return of the game. The first one, the kicker was able to save him, but this time he made sure the kicker had no chance of stopping him. So Greyhounds answer real quickly, 14-13 right now, as they're set to try to even it up with big Jacob Gomez coming to kick the extra point.
I tell you one thing, that I thought they would have found that earlier. Whenever Suarez went up the middle, we got that big.
Yeah.
I thought they would have found some way.
You don't see that nowadays. Usually, the kids kind of want to try to bounce it around a little bit. But Suarez, every time he's caught that ball, it looks like he's only wanted one direction, and it's paid off for him. First one, the big one. Oh, a little trickery by the Greyhounds. Oh, but the OSO Bears are able to recover. Number 8, Rivera, ain't able to hold on to it. The Greyhounds had everything they wanted right there. It just couldn't hang on to the pass. Took a little gamble right now, sitting at 14-13 now. Looked like the Greyhounds were just trying to gain a little bit more momentum. Sometimes those trickery plays just give you a little bit more boost in morale. The OSO Bears were able to stay with it, though. The outside linebacker flushed inside, but he still was able to get to the outside and recover. So big stop right there.
Yeah, you had two receivers there.
He had two. Greyhounds had exactly what they wanted. The Bears had overcommitted to the middle. And
it paid off.
Yeah.
The Bears kind of reared back and, held their ground to get to that outside before the Greyhounds got there.
Yeah, so big play by the OSO Bears. So we're sitting at 14-13. Again, we're still sitting in the first quarter with 1:14 left. The Greyhounds struck back pretty fast, so now the OSO Bears are going to go ahead and get the kickoff now.
Really, I don't really know how many yards that was on kickoff return.
He looked like he caught it at about the 15-yard line, so what would that be?
Probably about 75,
80-yard return right there.
We'll give him 80 yards.
Yeah, we'll give him 80 yards. That was the hard one.
But I tell you one thing on OSO side of the ball, that Pina's been playing a hell of a gun.
Yeah. Seems like it's been kind of two different, the Bears have had that long drive and the Greyhounds have had the two big kick returns. One that made it a short possession, and then this one, of course, it was really no time came off the clock. So now, once again, we have number 20 in the backfield, deep to set to receive. Brandon Simmons for the OSO Bears with number 4. Medina to the left. Gomez kicks it off, kind of shallow a little bit. Medina comes up, catches it on the left side. He breaks one. I don't know. He's got 2 to beat. He's still on his feet. Whoa, big return. Man, special teams is playing a big game tonight, I tell you what.
On both sides
Both sides of the ball. It's been giving them good field position on both sides of the ball. That was a big run by Medina. It looked like he didn't have much room to work. They kind of put him in a corner over there, and still he was able to maneuver and break it for a good little return. Caught it about the 25-yard line, brought it all the way to the Greyhound 41. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the OSO Bears. So once again, OSO already starts with momentum. A big return like that, it gives you morale right off the bat. So here we go. Let's see what kind of drive they put together once again.
Like you said earlier, that special teams on both sides of the ball are playing.
They're playing big. Benya once again in the backfield, set to take the shotgun snap. Read option to the left, gives it to Huff. Huff's going to make something happen. He's still on his feet fighting for extra yards. He's just fighting hard. Big run right off the back for number 15, Huff. He's going to get a 1st down. Looks like we have another injury timeout as the Greyhounds down. We're back once again.
Got an injury right there.
Look like number 1 for the Greyhounds, Ozuna, still down on the far right side.
Hope nothing really major with him,
Yeah, big player for the Greyhounds. I know he had a big week last week, and he's had a big off season.
He's up on his feet, so that's a good thing. He's walking
Good
off
thing.
on his
Hopefully
own.
it's just a cramp or something. You never want to see a kid get any kind of injury.
Especially this early in the season.
Exactly. So the clock's still running. Well, officials are calling the timeout now. It's another official timeout. Another technical malfunction. It looks like clock's still running.
Still running.
Yeah.
I guess
Officials are going to have to get that sorted out. I know there was a little bit more time than that, especially coming off a timeout.
I tell you one thing, that Rankin is that ball right there. He fought for them yards.
Yeah, he did. That was a big run right there. Greyhounds got their first hands on him after about 5 yards, but he just fought for the extra 5. He just wanted that yards more than they wanted the tackle, and paid off for him. They're still trying to sort out the clock a little bit right here. Looks like they're trying to put 54 seconds on the clock.
Or ceiling fan. Bear with us. We're trying to get the clock back to about 54 seconds on the clock. That's what refs are trying to get up on there.
I'm going to take you out to a couple commercial breaks while they're trying to sort out the clock. It looks like it's taking a little longer than they expected.
Sorted out. We think we got this clock sorted out here. We had to turn off. They had to turn off the school boards, reset it again. Now back to play.
Yeah, they're ready now. It looks like they're going to go ahead. Finally, the West OSO Bears, 1st and 10. The Greyhound 29 drops back. Hit quickly. Interception. Number 22 for the Greyhounds. He read that slant route pretty fast on that. We have number 22, Jacob Martinez. He closed in on it fast. Looked like they both had their hands on it, but Martinez just wanted it a little bit more. So even after a big gain and a big return for the Bears, it looks like the Greyhounds are set to take possession now once again after a big turnover for them. Creating those turnovers
is a key thing right there, and that's the first.
That's a big thing, especially right here early in the game. So after a huge momentum swing, it looked like the Bears were gaining once again on the Greyhounds. Greyhounds find a way to shift it back after a big interception by number 22, Jacob Martinez. So here we go once again. The Greyhounds set to take the snap. .53 seconds left in the first quarter. Timeout by the Greyhounds. Looked like they didn't like what they saw. Going to go ahead and burn their first timeout of the half.
Still with 53 seconds left in the first quarter here.
We'll start next one. We'll do it next one. Okay, now let's go. Costa in the backfield. Have double backs now. Quick handoff to the right side of Rivera. He's taking it deep to the right side.
Looked like he gained about 2 yards.
Gained about 2 yards, stretches it out far to the right side. OSO Bears had those angles, though. Didn't let him get much on that quick, short gain on the first down. So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 8 for the Greyhounds. Oh, we lost the scoreboard once again.
I think we got about like 20 seconds on the clock here.
Bear with us, guys. We have no scoreboard to look at right now. Handoff around the right side. Quick cut. He took one too many cuts right there, and the OSO Bears were able to capitalize on it. Another short gain. Oh, actually he lost yards on that one. It's going to bring up a third and long. Once again, you know, it looks like the Greyhounds can't seem to get out of that 3rd and long.
That's the end of the first quarter. Looks like
the end of the first quarter. Finally, they've been having a lot of technical difficulties with the clock over here being going on and off. So it's been kind of difficult to keep up with the clock. So bear with us. I'll keep announcing it as it's been able to be given to us, but it has been going out. So if we ain't able to give you the time, please bear with us. But it's going to be a change of field position. We're going to the opposite end now. All right, here we are once again, the start of the second quarter, set to go. Acosta on the backfield. Back there, Bears are going to go ahead and swarm on him. He's quickly brought down. They're going to get a sack on the play, bringing up 2nd and long for the Greyhounds. Loss of about 5 yards brings up 2nd and 15 for the Hounds. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 4th down. So it looks like the Hounds are going to punt it. So after a big interception to stop the Bears' drive, the Bears are going to have them punting deep in the Greyhounds' own territory.
And we got the wind coming towards us, too.
We got the wind coming towards us. So this is a big play. You don't want to see a bad snap or any kind of miscues on the Greyhounds' part, because the Bears are right here knocking on their territory once again with their far back man only sitting a little bit above the 50-yard line. Ozuna set to kick it off. Gets it by somehow. Picks it up. Number 4 on the return. Brings it out to the left. It's going to get a little return on the play, about 15 yards, but it's going to be in the Greyhound territory. So like I said, the punt didn't go exactly as far as the Greyhounds wanted. And also Bears are going to get short field position once again.
You had a mean rush coming out only 2 whenever he kicked.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he got it off around that guy. That was
a low kick underneath.
It kind of was, because that guy was rushing straight in his face. So here we go. The Bears are going to take the field on the short side. Already in Greyhound territory. Ball sitting at the Greyhound 36 with Benya coming in the backfield. 3 split out to the right. Huff in the backfield still with number 5 far left. Benya takes the snap. Read option again. This time he gives it to Huff. Huff lowers his shoulder. Big run. Barrels through to get a nice, decent gain on first down. Going to give him about 2nd and 5. I tell you what, Huff came to run tonight.
Well, that's what helped them last week with the Oldham. They had them, Huff was carrying the load on their backs.
Quick. Oh, Benya once again making something happen. Goes ahead and keeps it. Greyhounds were there, but Benya is just making something happen when plays are blown up. And that play looked like it wasn't going nowhere, and all of a sudden the West OSO Bears are sitting at the Greyhound 11-yard line just outside 1st and goal. So they still have a chance to get one more first down before the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10.
I'll tell you one thing, Pena's playing a heck of a game back there as quarterback tonight.
Yeah, he is, man. He's just making stuff happen. Once again, lets that far ball to the outside, just a little bit out of reach of number 5's hand. Josh Williams, just a little bit too far to the left side, but Benya once again lets it go, trying to get that flag route to the deep corner. West OSO wasting no time, already in the backfield under center in the shotgun formation. Benya trying to deep count, goes ahead again. The quick one to the outside, number 5. He goes right back to him. Josh Williams, just a quick throw right there, maybe a 2 and stop. And Josh Williams was right there to catch it, and he just did the rest. I tell you what, the play calling for West OSO has been point on. Every part of the field that they've been able to get the ball, they've known exactly what they wanted to do, and they've moved it.
Yeah, but you notice that they're in a hurry-up offense. Basically.
Yeah, they are. They're not letting the Greyhounds get any kind of breath. And a lot of these guys for the Greyhounds I know are going both ways, so it might be playing a big factor right now.
And especially with this humidity out here.
Exactly. Second game of the season. You know, you do all your running and your conditioning in the offseason and everything like that, but nothing really prepares you for that game speed and that game momentum. Second game of the season, so drives like this where you're able just to pound and pound and pound, it looks good. It makes you wear down, and it's a better look for you going deep into the game.
Like I said, this humidity and everything else, and if you're hurry-up offense, it just kind of wears your legs out.
Yeah, and then it also stops the defense from being able to adjust to anything that you think you might see.
Yes.
You know, the Bears are running they're on the ball within the 5 seconds that it's set. They're set, and they're hiking it within the 40 seconds at maybe 15 seconds deep into the 40, so that's fast-paced. Once again, officials are running the clock off their own watch on the field. The scoreboard clock is not working, so we can't give you the time right now. We know it still is early in the second quarter.
We got the scoreboard went out again.
Yeah, they're having technical difficulties still on the scoreboard, guys, so we're working what we got. Here comes number 88. Looks like he's going to try an onside kick. They're lined up for it. There he goes, onside kick to the right side, but Taft's ready for it. He just falls down. Number 52. Jordan Hinojosa caught the onside kick. You know, as one of those up front guys, you kind of wish you could catch the ball and catch it, but you know the coaches, you one of the up front guys, you got to fall as soon as you catch it. There's no running for you. So he did the smart thing, and I'm pretty sure the coaches wanted him to do. So now he's going to give the Greyhounds 1st and 10, kind of a short field. If they're sitting at their own 46-yard line, Acosta set to come under center once again in the shotgun formation.
We got Rivetta still in the back behind him.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Good sign. Ozuna's back in for the Greyhounds. Motion up the field. Costa's going to go ahead and keep it on a quarterback sweep to the outside, but the West Oso Bears are there. They're in. They zoomed in on him pretty fast right there. It's going to bring them no yards on the gain.
That defense, I tell you, like I said, that front five up there on the defense is just stifling tonight.
Yeah, they have. They've been able to keep the outside runs to a minimum. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Greyhounds.
Ball sitting at about the 45.
Costa takes the shotgun, dropping back, pressure in his face once again. He lets it go deep. Oh. They're going to call a pass interference on it.
It looked like it could have gone either way there.
Could have looked out of the way. I know West Oso's going to argue that the ball was towards the out of bounds already. Let's see what the official call is. There is a flag on the penalty. There is a flag on the field right now, though.
There we go. He's going to
pass interference. The call is going to stand, so it's going to be a huge break for the Greyhounds. It's going to give them an automatic 1st down after it looks like they're going to be sitting at 3rd and long. Pass interference is going to bring them to 1st and 10
at the 40-yard line.
At the Oso Bear 40-yard line. Now they're inside Bear territory. Acosta set to get in the shotgun formation once again after the pass interference call. Drops back, pressure in his face. Quick screen to Espinosa around the left. He's got a little bit of room. He's still on his feet. He's fighting. Picks up a little bit of extra yards after contact. Look, it's going to pick up about a 15-yard gain on the quick screen to the left from Acosta to Espinosa, bringing up 1st and 10 from sitting about the Bear 28. No, I'm sorry, the Bear 24, yeah, 23, somewhere in there.
Again, another defensive guy in his face, and he still managed to get the ball off,
Yeah, they're coming fast. Looks like the Greyhounds are kind of trying to play to their advantage. The Oso Bears are coming in fast. Greyhounds capitalize on a quick screen. Rolls out to the left. Acosta on the keeper. He pulls it back to the right. He's going to be swarmed. The Bears weren't fooled by his cutback. I think that's a little bit where the youth comes into play. Yeah. That's a big no-no from a coach. I tell you right off the bat. He cut it back into the inside. Kind of just sometimes when they ain't there, you just want to take what you got, live for the next down. But Acosta kind of tried to cut it back, and the Bears were sitting there. So now we're sitting at a 2nd and long, bringing up about 15. At the Bear 26-yard line.
I tell you one thing, that, like I say, that Bears defense is kind of
Yeah, they've been staying disciplined on that second move. They really haven't been giving it to him. Acosta's in the backfield alone. Suarez comes around the motion, drops back. Acosta lets it go. Big catch by 21, Suarez, but he's knocked out of bounds at the 3, but not after a big pass. Seems like they put him in a motion around the right side, went out to the left. Bears did not key on him. He was sitting there wide open. A big pass right there. Costa put it right where he needed to put it. Suarez hauled it in. The Bears were able to capitalize, so now you're sitting at 1st and goal at about the 3-yard line. This is where the field gets kind of smaller, so let's see what the Greyhounds are able to do as Acosta goes under center. Sends Rivera into motion to the right side, bootlegs it to the right. Wide open in the end zone. Ozuna for the catch.
That was like a read option right there, wouldn't it? You think?
Yeah, it looks like what they're trying to do now is, since the Bears had just been coming full throttle through the middle, it's kind of like they're trying to play with their aggressiveness, and the Greyhounds were able to capitalize these last 2 times. One on the bootleg, and now this one. So now we're sitting at 21-19 with the OSO Bears still up. The Greyhounds are going to burn another timeout. Here we are, back to action. Greyhounds set to take that
Extra point here.
extra point, but this time they got to go for 2. The last time they didn't capitalize on it. They're sitting down 2 points right now. Of course, then the shotgun going to go ahead and roll out to the left, dropping back, looking for somebody. Kind of floats it. The Bears are there once again.
I think he could have ran that one in.
He could have ran it in, but looked like he tried to make something happen a little bit. But the Bears were there no matter what. They had good outside defense. They flowed to the ball. Kind of the same play that they ran right here to the right. And it looks like this time the Bears weren't fooled on that time. So the 2 mix and miss extra point attempts on the 2-point conversions from the Greyhounds are still sitting there with them behind 21-19. I wish we could tell you the time on the clock, guys, but we really don't know. The scoreboard here in the stadium is not working, so the officials are running the time off of their own personal watches on the field. So we really can't give y'all an update on it. But we are sitting at 21-19 with the Bears still leading the Greyhounds.
Like I said, these kickoffs, special teams been giving them short field possessions on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball. And this came into factor as both teams have capitalized on it. Yet one team is yet to sit there. Well, we had 1 punt from the Greyhounds.
That was about it.
And 1 turnover on the OSO Bears. Other than that, they've both been kind of getting what they want besides those 2 miscues. So let's see what happens right here.
They got looks like they got a short kicker up in here again.
Once again, the Greyhounds bring back number 20 to kick the ball off. After the last 2 times were Gomez, number 20 comes back into the game for the kicking, Aiden. He gives it a good little kick. Still one of the middlemans is able to recover it. He's going through the middle.
Got it about the 41.
About the 40.
I give him 41 on that one.
About the 41 after about maybe a 10-yard gain on the kick return. So here we go again. West Oso's getting the ball back.
On a short, like I said, these short fields are helping each other out on the.
Yeah, we have yet to have one team have to drive the field. Every field position has been starting within the 40 to the other opponent's 40. It's been that kind of game. And once again, the OSO Bears are only 10 yards away from knocking into the Greyhounds territory again. So here we go. Benya under center. 15 Huff again in the backfield. 3 to the right, 1 to the top. Benya takes it. Going to go ahead and give it up to Huff through the middle once again. I tell you what, this Huff he's electrified, man. He's doing anything that he can. He's just making it happen. He's having fun out there. And another big gain on first down. Going to give him second and short.
Again, Gordo, Anthony again. There we go up again. With up on the line there.
Yep, there goes OSO. Quick shot to the left, right side. Number 3 has it. Got some room. Makes one miss. Makes another one miss. Another big game. Like you said, Jerry, they're coming up to the line. That has happened within at least 10 seconds.
It's like they got 2 plays in the book. Look, here we're coming up again.
They're already ready again. They're on the sideline looking. Got some of the Greyhounds just walking around. These Bears are set to go ahead. They want to play already.
I tell you, like I said, it takes a toll on you whenever they quick snaps.
I don't know, a little confusion right here on the sideline. Looks like the Bears are going to go ahead and burn a timeout.
That's the first timeout of the.
It's the first time out of the half. Again, I wish I could tell you the time that's left. Here we are, back to action. Peña in the shotgun formation. Huff to the left, 3 to the far left, 1 to the far right. Takes a low snap. Huff picks it up, but the Greyhounds are quick to make capitalize on that mistake. We have number 3 getting the tackle for the loss. Christopher Cantu for the Greyhounds on that one.
It looked like Huff was trying to get it, and Pena was trying to get it at the same time, and by that time, Cantu was in the backfield.
Yeah, Huff and Peña have been able to make something out of those low snaps, but that time the Greyhounds didn't let it happen. So now we're sitting at 2nd and long. Peña takes the shotgun, drops back, lets it go deep. Both receiver and the defender fall on the play, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and let that play through.
Yeah, but that was pretty way over his head there. It looked like, you couldn't get a pass defender on that one.
Yeah. OSO coach not happy with it. He thinks he deserved that one.
So to bring up about a
3rd and long right there. But I'll tell you what, Peña really let that ball go. It's kind of the first time that we've seen him really just let it go on that one besides those corner posts in the end zone. So we're sitting at 3rd and about 17 for the Bears. Peña takes the shotgun snap, drops it, steps up into it, lets it go. He has 3 on the outside, but 3 trips. Big play that could have happened for the Bears right there, but unable to haul it in. Once again, Peña on that 3-stop drop, he just let it go to the far left side. Looked like he had number 3, but yeah, he just couldn't stay on his feet a little bit.
Looked like he fell to the ground there before the ball ever got to him, but Peña's got a good arm on him.
So let's see what the Bears are going to do. They're kind of lined up in a shotgun formation. Drops back. He's going to let it go. Oh, he finds somebody. I don't think it's going to be enough for a first down. So that was 4th down, so guess you could call it their punt for the day. He picked up a decent yards, but once again, they're sitting at 4th and 17. You need more than 10 yards on that one. So the Greyhounds are going to take over possession of first down at their own 29-yard line.
Then again, you look at that one key of that series right there was that bobble snap in the back.
Yeah, once again, big mistake. In a close game like that, those are the plays that you kind of want to avoid. Both teams have been doing a good job, but that is a bobble snap that really killed them on that time.
On that drive.
On that drive, the other drive for the Bears, they gave up the interception, and that bobble snap kind of halted this one. So now we have the Greyhounds taking over at their own 29-yard line. Acosta hands it off the left side to the Rivera, makes one miss, but he's quickly swarmed by the West Oso Bears. Seems like the Greyhounds haven't been able to get outside the numbers how they wanted to on the Oso Bears. They've run a couple of sweeps to both sides, and Oso's been really taking good angles and not letting them get what they want.
We got Oso on a timeout here.
Timeout. Greyhounds are going to set to get the ball. Second, and it looks about 15 after the loss. Bobbled snap. Acosta's able to pick it up. Still trying to make something happen. Somehow gets it off to the left side on the drop. Man, somehow is able to make something out of nothing happen. A risky play. You kind of don't want to see your quarterback make it, but he did make it.
At least he gained a little bit of yards.
He gained a little bit of yards. It was a really, really risky play. How he got it off. Both these quarterbacks have seemed to be able to make something happen when you think there's nothing. Also, it looks like, if I'm guessing without the clock, but the way OSO's calling timeouts, it looks like we're deep into the second quarter and OSO's trying to play the time of possession, trying to get the ball back because the Greyhounds will be set on a 3rd and long.
On that last play there, it looked like Acosta looked like he just did a shuttle pass, like as he was fixing to get falling down.
Really, really risky. Luckily, nobody was there around that Greyhound. The Greyhound was able to haul it in. Couldn't get the number. It looked like number 11, and Enrique was able to haul it in right there, save him a couple yards. But you're still sitting at 3rd and long.
Like 3rd and 13 at the Greyhound. What?
Looks like the Greyhounds are at their own 25-yard line, sitting at about 3rd and 14. Let's see what the Greyhounds are trying to do. OSO still has one more timeout, so if it's a run, they're going to call timeout and kill the clock. Costa steps back, quarterback draw up the middle, but once again, OSO is not letting them get anything on the second motion.
Them linebackers are coming up.
Them linebackers are really, really fast, and they've been closing in on a lot of angles from it. And it seems like when you see a gap open, it's quickly shut down by the Bears. Bears defense has been astounding, even though they've given up some points. Can't blame them too much. They're starting on short field position, but when they've been having the Greyhounds start on a longer position, they've gotten a punt out of them. And now here we go. Looks like we're going to get another punt from the Greyhounds deep in their own territory.
And you got the wind blowing in your face.
Got the wind blowing against the Greyhounds. The back man for the set to return for the OSO Bears, he ain't sitting too far from the 50-yard line. So once again, they're knocking on the Greyhound territory before anything has even been run. Greyhounds look like they weren't ready.
Call the timeout.
Call the timeout. Give you a quick commercial real quick, guys.
We got a punt coming up from Ozuna.
Ozuna's deep far back, sitting at about his 15, set to get the snap. Lets it go. High punt. Doesn't look like it got too far. It looks like they're going to get the ball in the Greyhound territory. Didn't get a big punt like I think they wanted to. So the Bears are not going to start with too bad field position. See what the official mark is after the officials mark it off.
Looks like they're going to be at their 30.
They're starting in the Greyhound territory. Looks like they're going to take the ball at about their own 40, at the Greyhound 42. So they're already starting in Greyhound territory right off the bat. Banya once again with Huff standing right in next to him in the shotgun. Banya takes the shotgun, quick route to the outside. I'll tell you what, he's been hitting those quick routes.
Yeah.
He's been putting it where only his receiver's been able to get it. So they're quickly at a 2nd and 5 now. They're already on the line, getting set to run once again. Banya already started in the shotgun. Takes the hike, drops back, got a couple of pressure in front of him, goes ahead and lets it go, has 3 on the far side. Somehow, number 11 for the Greyhounds, Alika Rodriguez, is able to recover and knock it down. He had 3 wide open on the outside. 11 just made a good comeback and was able to knock it down, but I saw 3 running right here along the side by itself for a good little minute. Luckily for the Greyhounds, number 11 was able to recover, bat it down.
Then you had that 12 there too with him in the helped him. It looked like it was going to come to 12 for the Greyhounds, and 11 came through out of nowhere like Superman and knocked it out.
Greyhounds are sitting with 2 safeties deep.
That brings up 3rd and
Suarez and Martinez in the deep for the Greyhounds at safety.
looking at 3rd.
Oso's coming out with 2 to the right, 2 to the left on a stack formation. Pena takes it, drops back, is hit while he throws, but lets it go. Oh, somehow the receiver is able to adjust to the play. Number 2 for the West Oso Bears. A.J. Lopez makes a big catch right there, able to adjust.
Oh, he didn't get in.
He didn't get in. He fell right at the 1 yard
1 yard.
line. Oso already on the ball, getting ready to hike it. Benya's going to take it up the middle. He gets a good push, and he's in for the touchdown.
I don't see no touchdown.
So Oso strikes again after a big drive. Number 2, once again with the big catch after Benya drops back while being hit. Number 2 was able to adjust the ball, and he just wanted it a little bit more.
Exactly, but you had 2 receivers, and they were defensive backs that weren't even looking at the ball coming. And he kind of adjusted to the ball.
The ball was just hanging in the air. A.J. Lopez made the adjustments that he needed to, and Benya was able to knock it in the next play. Kick is good. Number 88 for the Oso Bears. I think he's been perfect tonight.
Yeah.
That plays a big thing because now we're sitting at a 9-point game.
Yeah.
Which makes it a 2-possession game no matter what.
Right.
So that could play big coming into the second half. Again, I'm figuring right now we don't have a scoreboard, and only the officials on the ground have the clock on their own personal watches. So we can't tell you all the time, but I'm pretty sure that we're all close to halftime right here. The Greyhounds are set to return the ball. I tell you what, West Oso came to play.
Yes.
They came to play. Last week, the red zone kind of hurt them. They didn't get the points that they wanted. They left a couple of them on there, but today they've been knocking it in.
Yeah, they had a crucial turnover there in the red zone last week when they played Oldham, and they would have been in the game with Oldham if they would have been able to hold onto that ball in the red zone at the 5-yard line. I think they fumbled, and that would have gave them a good.
So tonight they've been able to come out here and they've been able to clean all that up, and they put in up 28 points in the first half against a Greyhound defense that only gave up 7 points last week. So now they're giving up 28 points this week. So West Oso Bears heard about the defense, and they came to show up. 88 once again for the Jesus, set to kick off for the West Oso Bears. Espinosa and Suarez once again deep for the Greyhounds to receive. A quick short kick to the right side. Greyhound just goes ahead and falls down on it. Tried a quick little squib kick, not an onside, a little bit deeper than that. I guess try to get the Greyhounds to make a mistake, but Greyhounds were quickly on the ball right there.
But then again, you got to understand we had that 2 kickoff returns pretty over the.
Yeah.
That's
so
why
it looks like they're trying to stay away from that. The last 2 ones, they haven't really gave the deep far backs a chance to
run it back.
So again, like we said in the beginning of the game, it was going to be a chess match, and that's exactly what it was. Coaches have made adjustments. It looks like the Greyhounds are just going to nil it and go into halftime.
once again, we don't have the exact time on the clock, so we really don't know what we have.
And that's going to do it, folks. We're headed to halftime with the West Oso Bears 28-19.
And Bears will receive the ball when we come back second half.
Exactly. That's another big point that you brought up, Jerry. I forgot that the West Oso Bears did defer, so they will be receiving. Yeah, we're in.
Are we in?
Yeah.
My mic's off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting almost done with halftime. It looks like both teams are set to make their way back to the field. The biggest thing in the first half is that West Oso has really came to play. Benya has 122 yards passing through the air with 61 on the ground. Acosta has 56 passing yards. He has thrown 2 TDs. And Huff has been running hard for the West Oso Bears, and he has 50 yards on the ground. I think the biggest difference in the first half is that West Oso has just taken care of the plays that they need to take care of. I think another big point that we've been talking about all game is that the time that it's taking them to snap the ball, they're snapping the ball within 10 seconds of getting to the line, 10 to 15 seconds at most. And they're getting exactly what they want. So their play call has been fluent. They've been moving the ball to exactly where they want. They have two mistakes on there, but they're still sitting up 28-19 with those 2 missed extra conversions still coming into play and coming into the second half. Like we said, instead of being a 1-possession game, now even though the Greyhounds been able to match score for score, they're sitting themselves down 9 points, which automatically turns it into a 2-possession game. So that might be critical with the second half going ahead and closing itself in. Let's see what West Oso comes out in the second half. If they're going to try and keep up that tempo and let's keep moving it against the Greyhounds at fast speed, or if they're going to start giving it off and letting Huff take off some of this time. Now that it is a 2-possession game, the Oso is going to get the ball back. So let's see what happens right off the bat.
Well, I got one thing on that. The defensive front for Oso has been causing hazard on our offensive line. They've been getting into the backfield pretty quick.
Yeah, they really have, and they haven't been giving Taft the outside the numbers runs. Taft's tried a couple of sweeps, and they've automatically put themselves in 2nd and long, 3rd and long. I think one of the biggest things that we talked about early in the game is that Taft faced 3rd and long majority of their drives, even on the scoring. A couple times getting a break from penalties, and another one just big plays happening. Right. So Oso has been doing the job. They've been getting the looks that they want from the Greyhounds and putting them deep. We have Mr. Ronnie Rodriguez, the announcer for tonight's game, coming in with us right now.
It's a pretty interesting game that I've seen so far. West Oso has improved 50%, 100%, adjusting to the new coach, or the second year that he's been coaching these young fellas, and they have shown the difference in the game. Their quickness is what's overcoming Taft, I believe, and they seem like this. You wouldn't think that this is the second game of the season.
No, they're not. They've came out really fired up, and like I said last week, they faced a tough Odom team and fought hard through the whole. Even though the scoreboard might say that it was a little bit more, but for most of the game, Oso was in the game, leaving a couple of times that they gave a chances that they didn't knock the ball in. So they came today and they've really cleaned it up, and they've gotten everything that they wanted.
I've seen a lot of action in the first quarter than I've seen in a bunch of games in its entirety, so that was very impressive. They came out quicker than Taft, but I think Taft is getting good experience out of this. You know, sometimes you don't look at the whole game. I mean, as far as the points, you look at the experience that they're getting for the long season and if you get to go in the playoffs. So, you know what I'm expecting, and I'm hoping, but I'm expecting both these teams. I think they'll be going to the playoffs the way they're playing in the second game of the season. Incredible.
Yeah, both the coaches have both these teams ready to come tonight, and they both have shown up, even though it is a 9-point game. Like you said, the extra point conversions that they missed on have played key to that. But other than that, it's been a back-and-forth fight with neither team folding, both teams answering each time that they've scored. The other team has come right back, with West Oso getting the better end right now.
I see both teams playing a lot of offense, but hardly any defense.
Yeah, that's been big. I think the biggest thing, though, like me and Jerry were saying, though, is that they've been giving them a lot of short field positions. Regardless, they've been starting from either their 40 or the opponent's 40. They've been averaging the starting point. So defenses are already facing on the back 1 or 2 big plays, and you're already sitting within the 10, 20-yard line and striking distance of the end zone. So it's kind of been a back and forth. Special teams has played a big thing in this game.
I think what I'm going to be expecting in the second half are the adjustment that the coaches will respectively make. But I think this is where we're going to find the adjustments, especially on defense, and we'll see how this goes. So I tell you what, stay tuned, because we've seen a lot of football for one half, They might be petering out in the second half, but it's going to be good to watch. So enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all next time around. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Like Ronnie said, we're anticipating a high-powered second half. This is going to come down to who wants it more, whose bodies are going to go ahead and hold up and go through these final 2 quarters. Fourth quarter being the winning quarter, that's where everything's left at. So you want to set yourself up with a good third quarter. That way you don't have to fight so hard out of a deep hole, which I'm pretty sure Taft wants to avoid going into the third quarter.
But other than that, it's been a penalty-free game most of the part throughout the night. But it's just the reason why we've been having difficulties with the clock. Sorry about that again. Here in OSO Stadium, it's just the clock's been going in and out, and the timekeepers have been on the field keeping the time. So we really don't know what times we got or anything like that. But other than that, it's been mostly the secondary special teams that are giving us the short fields all night long. So like Anthony was saying, that 2 plays, you're already in the red zone.
Yeah, so it's going to be big. Let's see what the coaches want to do. Again, OSO's been kicking it short, and sometimes they've been kicking it long. But since Suarez has returned, that kickoff returned the last time for a touchdown, OSO really hasn't been kicking it to the deep far man. Taft is set to return. Here it is once again. Taft gets the ball.
I don't know how that went. How did that happen? I thought we got the ball the first half. I guess some kind of misdirection there. I guess they deferred it or something. But Taft's getting the ball the second half here.
88 gives a short kick. Once again, staying away from the back man. And he's going to go straight down right away as he catches it. Number 23 hauls it in, falls straight down for the Greyhounds. That's Jay Martinez. Goes ahead and just catches it. And once again, like we said, it's starting short field position as the OSO Bears are going to go ahead and decide to lean on their defense instead of trying to kick it deep to Suarez, who had returned one already. So they're playing keep away from him, but they are giving him a shorter field position, a nice field position that they can build off. So here come the Greyhounds once again. Acosta still in the shotgun formation. He's got 2 to the left, 1 to the right of him. Hands the ball inside, gives the ball straight up the middle to number 8. Rivera picks up a couple of tough yards, but not much after Oso takes him down. He's going to sit at about 2nd and 7 coming up for the Greyhounds after the middle dive.
Looks like they're trying to go up the middle now since that outside ain't there for them.
Yeah, the outside numbers had not been there for the Greyhounds through the first half. West Oso really had kept them in check on that. Here he goes once again up the middle, going to go ahead and give it off. Greyhounds once again give it up the middle. He fights hard, but not much after a short gain. Going to give him about 3rd and 5, it looks like. So here we go. Once again, Oso puts Taft in a 3rd and 5. A lot more manageable than they've been facing, but once again, this is where Oso wants to bring them. Let's see what Taft's able to do as Acosta is in the shotgun formation. Rivera to the left of him takes the snap. Pressure already on him. Oh, he somehow gets it off. Rivera catches it. He picks up a good little chunk of yards, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to bring up 4th and about 2. Again, Costa makes something out of nothing at the backside. Rush really got to him really fast. Taft switching out personnel. It looks like they're going to go ahead and punt it. Ozuna set back. Looks like Castellanos maybe trying to hope to pin him deep and have to make the Oso Bears drive the length of the field. Uh-oh, they're switching into something. Greyhounds check, audible. Trying a deep count in the middle. 21 Suarez goes under center now. Oh, West Oso burns a timeout.
That could be crucial right there.
Yeah, it is. They're going to burn a timeout early in the second half, which you kind of really don't want to with it only being the third quarter in a tight game. But Taft does get them to take a timeout as they audibled. It looked like they were going to for sure punt. Then all of a sudden they got a check, and Suarez ended up under center, and it kind of became a full house in the backfield. It looked like Taft was going to try to run some kind of dive and just get the short yards. West Oso didn't take the chance. They went ahead and just took the timeout, trying to talk it over now. So let's see what Taft does. If they go back to just a punt, it looked like at first when Taft came up to the line, they tried a deep count. Oso didn't bite on it. That's when the Suarez looked to the sideline. I think Oso they could have spared the timeout. It looked like Taft was going to take a timeout. They didn't look like they had a set play with him under, maybe trying to catch him off guard, but Oso got the timeout.
But that could be a big play if it comes down to it.
Yeah, it is. Especially in this game, little things might be the biggest deciding factor in this game.
Could be a turning point right there.
So here we go. Greyhounds come out of the out of the timeout.
Looks like the Greyhounds offense
Acosta is back out there. He's going directly under the center now with two in the backfield. He fakes the toss right. Going to keep it on his feet. Good pass. 21 Suarez is able to haul it in on a short little bootleg.
That was a little bootleg. Looked like he was going to take it out to
outside,
bounce it outside.
You know, the couple times that Taft has really tried to play the aggression of Oso, they really paid off. That time he faked the dive to the right side, tucked it in around the left, threw a quick little bootleg outside of Suarez, and Suarez was able to haul it in. So Taft does pick up the first down after 4th and short, sitting at their Oso's 42. Drops back, another quick dive. Oso's there. Man, I'll tell you what, these open field tackles by West Oso have been big. They have not let the Greyhounds get any yardage, extra yardage. Their first line of attack has been there, and they have not let them go anywhere. So it's going to now bring up 2nd and long for the Greyhounds, sitting directly in the middle at the 50-yard line. It looks like it's going to be 2nd and 14.
Give or take. Like I said, that defensive line and secondary are coming up really quick on them quick little passes.
Costa takes he's going to go ahead and hand it up the middle, finds a seam. Big run by Rivera. Nothing fancy right there, just simply took the shotgun snap, gave it directly up the middle, and Rivera did the rest. Still not enough, but I tell you what, it's a lot better than what they've been facing. Now you're looking at 3rd and 2. Once again, let's see if the Greyhounds are able to do something without going to 4th down. 2 to the left. Costa on the shotgun. He's going to hand it off again around the left side. Rivera just picking up nice, tough yards. Looks like the Greyhounds in the second half so far have made up their mind that they're going to give it inside the numbers and just kind of try to lean on these linemen and push forward. Something that it looks like the West Oso Bears were doing to them in the first half. It looks like Taft's kind of flipping the script and doing it to them right now.
Running between tackles up there.
Here we go. Once again, Acosta in the backfield. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the handoff. Once again, nothing fancy. Just hands it up the middle. Rivera chucks forward for a good little decent yards. He's going to bring up about 2nd and 6 on the play after gaining 4. Greyhounds looking at about 2nd and 6 on the Oso's 29. So they are in Oso territory. They're driving the ball. Costa once again in the shotgun formation. Takes the ball, hands it off once again to the right side, but Oso's there this time.
Looked like a host of Bears took Rivera down there, you know.
Yeah, that dive play they had been that give through the middle had been running around the left side. That time they tried the right side, but West Oso was right there. They stacked that box on that right side, and they were just waiting for him. They didn't give him no extra yards as they ain't been giving up much of that all game. So now, once again, the Greyhounds are in the 3rd and long, sitting at 3rd and 10 at the, looks like at the 34-yard line. Acosta once again in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls around the right side, trying to get a quick pass. Finds Josh Suarez once again on that quick out to the right side. He's found a little bit of success on that, it looks like. Second
bootleg.
time running it for a first down.
It's called like a naked bootleg going out, and
Yeah, he's faking that dive in the inside middle, and he's really giving it to him, and the OSO is just flowing with it, and it's creating outside opportunities for him. As once again, Josh Suarez picks up the first down after a nice throw by Acosta. So here we go. Once again, Taft was able to make a first down after it being 3rd and long. Once again, Acosta set to take the shotgun snap.
got trips coming off to the side over here.
Ronnie trips to the left. Acosta in the backfield. Going to go ahead and keep it around the left side. This time, kind of tries to put it inside the tackles now instead of stringing it out to the outside. Doesn't pick up much. Maybe looking at maybe a yard gain. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 9, sitting at the OSO 14-yard line. Greyhounds are in the red zone. They've been successful so far when they have reached there. So let's see if the OSO Bears can hold them. Costa's going to go under center now. 2 in the backfield. Fakes around the right. Seemed like they tried some kind of trickery play right there. It didn't pay off whatsoever. OSO was not fooled.
Then again, here we go again with another
third and long. As this time it's even longer. It's sitting at 3rd and about 13 in a short field. Big 2 next downs for the Greyhounds. Also, like I said, they've been really disciplined on anything the Greyhounds have tried to throw at them. Besides the bootlegs, it looks like anything else they've been able to capitalize on. So here we go again. Acosta on the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back, rolling around the right. Got pressure by number 33, and number 33 is going to bring him down in the backfield for the OSO Bears. That pressure from the defense has just been something else for tonight. That's been a big factor in OSO, and now OSO puts them at, 4th and about 16, it looks like, in the red zone. So Taft really doesn't have much options right here but to go deep. So let's see what happens. Number 33, Jacob Galvan on the sack. Big sack right there. Greyhounds had momentum. They were moving the ball. And on a 3rd and long, they were able to sack him in the backfield. So it's going to bring up 4th and long. The Greyhounds look like they're going to go for it. Acosta in the shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Drops back. It's rolling around the left side. Lets it go deep. Finds somebody. Beautiful pass to number 21, Josh Suarez. Man, I tell you what, they had a corner under him and a safety above, and he fit it directly into a tight window right there. That was a beautiful pass. You can't ask for anything better right there. Josh Suarez on the cat. Beautiful throw by Acosta. I think he's found some success on that outside bootlegs in the last couple possessions. That was a big-time throw right there.
It was, like I said, that bootleg is sucking in the linebackers, I guess, and
yeah, from what I've been able to see. Another big mistake. And that has been, I think, what is that? Three conversions that the Greyhounds have left on the board right there.
Well, we went for 2 for the second time through and fell through, but now we're up.
Now we're sitting at a 3-point game, 28-25. So even though the Greyhounds have been able to answer back and forth, they've answered everything West Oso has thrown at them. The conversions have been big, and it's sitting big for the West Oso Bears, as even after a long drive, they're still sitting with the lead at 28-25.
Once again, like I say, that pass is that rollout pass has been there.
Yeah, from what it looks like is that ends on the West Oso have been shooting inside, so the outside tackles of the Greyhounds have just been able to seal them. Acosta's had time in the outside rollout, and he just put a beautiful pass on the move right there. You can't ask for a better pass like that. Josh Suarez kind of with a diving catch, but he hauls it in, and that's the big thing.
Now we'll just have to see how the Greyhounds come back on defense and see if they can hold them 3 out again.
Yeah, it's been kind of hard. They haven't really had success holding them. Let's see if they choose to kick it deep or if they're going to still play the short game. Both teams have chosen to play the short game, kind of.
I think we're coming out with a.
Here comes Gomez again.
Gomez.
Last time Gomez was in there, I tell you what, he really booted it deep.
3:59 to go in the third quarter.
3:59 in the third quarter is the official time we've been given. Again, we have the official on the field. The time clock official is on the field keeping time. There is no live clock here. So we are just getting updates and giving them to you on the clock. Big Jacob Gomez set to kick off. There he goes, kicks it to the right side. Medina's going to haul it in again on that left side, makes a move. This time he's not going to get much like he did on the first time on that left side. The Greyhounds quickly bring him down after about a 10-yard gain on the kick return. So now we're going to be sitting at 1st and 10 for the OSO at their own 27-yard line. So again, we're sitting deep into the third quarter already, close to the fourth. Big drive for both teams. Let's see if OSO can answer or Taft's defense can stop him. Who's going to step up first? Peña in the backfield once again is shotgun, takes the snap, going to just give it up the middle to Huff. Huff's not going to get much as the defense for the Greyhounds swarms him. Looks like they're going to give him maybe a yard at most. Going to bring up second at about 9.
You know, that long drive for the Greyhounds there starting the second half probably gave their defense a kind of a little bit of rest.
Yeah. There goes Peña, quick to the outside. He makes one miss, number 3, but he's quickly swarmed. As it looks like number, what is that, 23?
23.
Number 24 is the one that doesn't grab the tackle, but he slows him down in order for the gang of Greyhounds to swarm him. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9 for the OSO Bears. Peña in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops straight back. Pressure coming at him, steps up in the pocket, lets it go. Pick in the middle, Josh Suarez around the right side, still on his feet, makes one miss. And finally brought down after about a 15-yard return on the interception. That time, the defense did it for the Greyhounds. They finally got pressure on Peña, got him to stay in the pocket. He tried to step up and make something of it, but the Greyhounds were there. Josh Suarez coming from the safety position and picking it off. So now the Greyhounds are getting favorable position. Told you it was going to come down to who stepped up first. We are getting closer to the fourth quarter, so this is a huge possession for the Greyhounds. They finally get the momentum that they want. Short field position after a big interception by Suarez. Let's see what they can do right here. OSO has been giving them a tough time with the rush. Let's see if Taft has been able to figure out how to put them at bay or if they're still going to struggle. So here we go. Costa back in the shotgun position once again. Number 11 coming out to the far left, 2 to the right. Costa going to pull it on the sweep to the right for the quarterback. He's either got a first down or really close. It looks like they're going to mark him about a yard short.
I'll tell you one thing, Anthony, that quarterback Peña had a daylight in front of me. If he would have ran with it, he would have probably got the first down and a little bit more. But
oh, it actually looks like he went out of bounds a little bit shorter than we thought, so it actually is not close to a first down. Still
give him about 3 yards to the first.
Yeah, about 2-3 yards, give or take. Costa takes the shotgun around the right side, gives it to Steven right up the middle, Rivera.
Lost about a yard on that one.
He's going to lose a yard, and it's going to give him about 3rd and about 4 for the Greyhounds, sitting at the Bears' 30-yard line. Another big 3rd down right here. So here we go. Acosta set in the shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Costa takes a snap, drops right back, rolling around the right side, lets it go. Big catch. Oh, he didn't come through with it. He fought all the way through the end. Good defense by number, it looks like 11 for the OSO Bears. He didn't give up on that one. Looked like number 1 had hauled in the clean catch, but he fought all the way through the end. Got an injury timeout on the field.
Let's go to a commercial here.
So here we go again. Greyhounds getting the ball. It's going to be 4th and about 5 for the Greyhounds as Acosta set in the center under the shotgun position. Acosta tries a hard count, still working it. Looks to the sideline. Oh, looks like they finally got him to draw off sides.
It looked like that outside linebacker, defensive end was offside. That's going to give him a little bit more a first down right there.
It's going to be enough for a first down because we were sitting at 4th and about 4. Well, let's see. The chains have not officially been moved, so it might be 4th and inches.
About a 4th and an inch, about a yard.
Really short inch.
Looks like the officiate's going to do a
Official timeout. We're going to go ahead and get a measurement, see how close it is. It might go ahead and give them the first down.
But this second quarter, third quarter coming out, the Greyhounds have not allowed also basically on the offense on the field.
Yeah, they've been taking advantage of everything that I think these are the kind of adjustments that coach wanted to go into halftime making. They are still down, though. It's 28-25.
They got the first down on that one.
So they're giving the Greyhounds the first down after bringing the chain. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds at OSO's 25-yard line. Greyhounds come back, set to go into the shotgun formation still. Acosta in the back. 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like they got two slot backs lined up tight, kind of like a bone formation. Acosta gets the snap, hands it up directly to the middle. West Oso's there. They've been beating that first line of attack, and they've been penetrating and not giving a chance for the Greyhounds to get anything going. On those draws, you want to be able to kind of give the running back some kind of lane by taking the defender exactly where he wants to go. But West Oso has been staying in their position, playing their spots, and it's been paying off for them.
That defensive line has been stifling.
Yeah, they have. They've really been playing to the rules. 3 steps to the back, you sit and wait for him to come to you instead of overcommitting, and that's exactly what they've done. And the Greyhounds haven't been able to get any push on this drive. Here we are sitting at 2nd and about 13 for the Greyhounds. Costa on the shotgun, takes it, drops back, rolling around the right again. Once again in pressure, just lets it go. Big defensive pressure by number 22 of the West Oso Bears. Luis Garcia coming around the right side, really giving Costa some pressure, having to make him let it go before he wanted to. Costa just let it go, trying to make something of it, but was nowhere near nobody. So here we are bringing up the Greyhounds 3rd and about 13 for them.
All night, Greyhounds have been playing behind the sticks, I've noticed.
Yeah, it has. I know probably Coach Castellanos is something that he's going to address in this coming week. 3rd and long is something that you really don't want to be playing in, even though we have been able to get out of it multiple times. Here they come. Acosta in the backfield, drops back, rolling around the right. Quick throw to number 12. Going to go ahead and pick up some yards and going to bring it about 4th and about more manageable for them. That's number 12, Zach Martinez, catching it on the right side for a short gain. Going to bring up about 4th and about 7 for the Greyhounds, with the ball sitting at the OSO 21-yard line. Again, we are getting very close to the 4th quarter. I wish I could give you official time, but we kind of just relay on any message they give us. The scoreboard's not working here in the stadium. Acosta comes to the backfield. And Taft's going to call a timeout. They want to talk about it a little bit more. They didn't like what they saw.
Yeah.
So here we go. Taft comes out of the timeout. They're splitting two to the left on the outside. Ozuna and Enrique Rodriguez on the outside. Acosta takes the shotgun, drops back, looking to throw. Here comes pressure in his face. Lets it go. Finds a receiver through the middle. Big catch once again by number 11, Enrique Rodriguez. Big catch for him.
That was wide open there. 11 was just coming across the middle with the open seams. They doubled on Ozuna going out and left the wide open middle of it, and Acosta seen it, and he just
he made something happen. He stayed there.
He stayed in his pocket this time.
The pressure was coming right in his face, and still was able to make a good throw. Give it up to him for keeping his head up and able to look downfield as his receivers were still rolling.
I think the end of the third quarter.
So it looks like this is going to be the end of the third quarter. We're heading into the fourth with Taft sitting at 1st and 10 at their OSO's 15-yard line, and it scored 28-25 with the OSO Bears still up, but Greyhounds taking possession into the fourth quarter.
Hey, cameraman, we need over there.
Here we go, Greyhounds. Costa on the shotgun. 1st and 10. Going to give it around the left side to Suarez. Still on his feet. Makes 1 miss. He's going to be into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Big play for the Greyhounds. Number 21, Suarez, once again answers for the Greyhounds. Makes a quick spin around the left side after a quick end around given to him. Takes it in for the touchdown. I tell you what, Suarez has really been big for them. I know he's hobbled over there, but I'm hoping maybe it's just a cramp.
It looked like he came down with a cramp.
So now we're sitting at the Greyhounds finally take the lead, 32-28. This is their first lead of the game after OSO held the lead for most of the game. It is the fourth quarter. Greyhounds look like they're talking to the official about something. Maybe they're trying to help Suarez get off the corner over there. Officials have not given the go-ahead to go ahead and try the extra point.
That would look like a jet sweep.
Yeah, it was just a simple end around, brought him in motion off the right side to the left, handed it the ball, and Suarez did everything after that. The West OSO Bears met him after maybe a 3-yard gain, but Suarez just did the rest, gave him a quick spin move, able to shrug off one, and was able to put it into the end zone. He's had a couple big plays tonight. I think this will be his second touchdown of the game after returning that first one and now grabbing this one. Looks like the officials don't feel comfortable enough letting the play resume with Suarez still sitting down in the corner of the end zone.
Looked like he had a cramp how he went
Yeah,
down.
it looks like they are.
He's played a great game tonight.
Yeah, he has. He's really been there. This is that second game, like I tell you, you can do all the conditioning and everything in off season that you want, but when it comes down to the game speed, it's really a different level. And as hard as Suarez has been playing, I mean, it's not unexpected that something like a cramp might start bothering him here late in the fourth quarter. Something that you don't want to see, but it's kind of expected in the second game of the season, especially in a humid night like it is tonight.
Yeah, exactly. With these cramps, they come up really quick on you.
Oh, yeah, especially you've been sweating all night playing both ends of the ball. So here we are, Gomez set to take the extra point. Good snap and a hold. And it hits the crossbar. It's not going to go in at all. No good once again. This is their fourth conversion for the Greyhounds, where they've left points out on the board. Kind of really hurting themselves. Maybe, I think if those conversions are not there, we're sitting at a bigger margin of lead for them, able to take advantage of it. So now this still gives the OSO Bears, you're still only a 3-point deficit in the fourth quarter with you getting the ball back. Even though you are down, you never want to be down, but it's not a bad position to ask yourself to be put in. So the West OSO Bears are going to get a chance to answer as they're going to set to take the kick return. Taft's looking to have another big defensive stand on their side. Deep into the fourth quarter once again. It's about who's going to make that last stand. Mistakes are going to have to be free.
We really haven't had any penalties throughout the whole game. They've been.
No, the first half we had a couple that gave breaks to both teams, but in the second half we haven't had really much of anything. First quarter drug on. We were sitting about an hour after the first quarter. It took about the hour to get through. After that, the game has kind of picked up speed. We flew through the third quarter, sitting now in the fourth quarter.
Once again, we don't have official time on
official
the
time.
field.
We don't have official time on the clock, but it is 28-31 with West OSO set to receive. Greyhounds are bringing out big Jacob Gomez once again to kick it. Seems like every time he's been out there, they've really booted it to the end zone. Number 20 for the OSO Bears, once again back there to receive. Brandon Simmons with Huff on the right side and Medina on the left. Let's see what the Greyhounds do.
Looks like they're OSO's trying to do something, overload or something.
Here we are, Gomez set to kick. Gomez with a decent kick. Medina catches it on the left side once again, tries to make a couple moves. Good open field tackle by number 19 of the Greyhounds, Tyson Hinojosa. Medina was able to break a couple of those for nice gains in the first half. That time he gets it, and the Greyhounds don't give him much. So now the West OSO Bears are set to take possession from their own 35-yard line. Benya once again in the backfield with Huff to the right of him. 3 to the far right, 1 to the left. Benya takes the snap, drops back, quick drop to the left, quick pass to the left side. Number 5 hauls it in for about maybe a 5-yard gain. That's Josh Williams, who has a touchdown already, so he's been busy tonight. Catches another quick one right there. Benya quickly to the line once again, in the shotgun position. Pulls it out. He has Greyhounds around him. Greyhounds sniffed it out. They played disciplines. It looks like they tried to read option right there. Benya tried to delay it as long as he could, bringing it out, but the Greyhounds weren't fooled, stayed there, and he didn't get much on the gain. We have another player down. Let's take a quick commercial break. Looks like Bonda was the one shaking up on the field right there, but he's able to jog off the field on his own power. So once again, Benya goes into the shotgun position. Oh, defense makes contacts. It's going to be an automatic first down. It's going to give them enough yardage to get the first down. Again, key mistakes happening once again for the Greyhounds. The West OSO Bears taking advantage of the Greyhounds' aggression.
Once again, it comes back to haunt you whenever you make a big play and then come back and.
Benya hands off to the right to Huff, tries that read option again, but they look like they tripped over each other in the backfield. A mistake that might kill this, have a big impact on this drive. Number 9, Benya tried to hand it off to Huff. Feet got tangled. It's going to give him a loss on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and about 13 on the play. With the ball spotted at their own 48-yard line, Benya in the shotgun position once again. Takes the snap, drops back, looking for a quick dive, lets it go all the way. Oh, big defensive play by number 12, Zachary Martinez on the breakup. Number 5 was there. It was a one-on-one battle of who wanted it more, and 12 just played it a little bit better for the Greyhounds. So let's see with the OSO Bears. They have been going for it on 4th down, so let's see if they try to take just a little bit of yards that they can gain and make it a 4th and manageable. Greyhounds, looks like they had somebody running off late, going to go ahead and take a timeout.
That's their first timeout of the.
It's the first timeout, second timeout. This is actually the second timeout. Remember they called that early timeout?
I thought that was also they called it early timeout.
Okay, it's also, yeah. So, okay, so this is their first timeout of the half.
But that defensive play right there, 12 came in just in time to knock it out of his hands. It looked like he was going to come down with it, but 12
Benya really let that one go over the top to number 5, Josh Williams. But like I said, number 12 from the Greyhounds just made a little bit better play. He was able to break it up.
When play resumes, we're looking at
it's going to be third and about
13 yards still for OSO to come to.
So let's see what West OSO does right here. If they try to gain as much yards as they can, make it 4th and manageable, if they're going to let it go over the top. Benya in the backfield takes the snap, drops back, lets it go over the top once again, but it's just a little bit too far out of the reach of Huff's hands. Going to bring up 4th and about 13. Big decision for the OSO Bears right here. if they do go for it, it gives the Greyhounds good field position if they're unable to get it.
There again, you had three defenders from Taft coming in on him.
Able to get that good pressure on him, have to make that decision. You know, he had him open. He just wasn't able to put it in that right little pocket. So here we go again. It looks like they're going for it. 4th and long. Banya drops back, throws it over the middle, but he just forces it a little bit too soon, slips out of his hands, and it's short. Had him open in the middle. Number 3 was wide open. He just looked like he threw the ball a little bit more than he wanted to, and it slipped out of his hands. And it's going to bring up 1st and 10 as the Greyhounds are going to take over possession.
In their own territory.
In their own territory. This could be big. The Greyhounds have finally been able to pull away and get a lead on the OSO Bears 31-28 after trailing the whole game. So let's see if the Greyhounds are able to capitalize on this drive and put a little bit more distance between them and the Bears. Here we go again. Acosta in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, gonna hand it off to the left side around Rivera. Makes one miss, makes another one miss. Still on his feet.
Gained about 4 yards on that one.
Gained a good little 4 yards. Gonna bring it up to about 2nd and about 6 for the Greyhounds. We have another player down for the Greyhounds.
I think this humidity is really getting to them, man. A lot of these guys are getting heated, kind of hot and cramps, and looks like we got Rivera on the ground right now.
Yeah, after that 4-yard gain, looks like he's still down on the ground. Take a little quick commercial break while we can.
We want to thank these commercials come.
So Rivera is able to get up under his own power, make it to the sideline. Here comes the Greyhounds sitting at about 2nd and 6 for them. Costa in the shotgun position. Gonna pull it around the left side, keep it himself, still on his feet.
Got the
Gonna
first
pick
down.
a first down up. Big run and a first down for the Greyhounds as they keep the drive going.
I don't know if they gave it to him, but it looks like
Looks like he had enough. Oh, no, they
Oh.
didn't. It looks like they're going to put it where the ball was short.
first
No,
down.
they're not. The ref is signaling for a first down.
First he said it was first down. Now he's going to come in for a measurement. We don't know. Official was pointing
Official
first down.
timeout.
But first the umpire came in and was saying it was first down. Now he's calling for official timeout.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and just measure it.
Double check.
It's going to be our second measurement of the night. First one, the Greyhounds were able to pick up the first down. Let's see if it's the same thing right here. No, he's going to be short. A good yard. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 1, it looks like.
It looked like he almost had the first down there, Anthony. And
Yeah, it did. It looked like he had enough, but I guess he might have stepped out before, or maybe his forward momentum wasn't enough to give it to him. So here we are, the Greyhounds coming to the line, 3rd and 1. Costa's going under center. Big surge up middle, gets a good push. Is going to get more than enough for the first down as the Greyhounds are going to keep the drive alive.
You got to thank that offensive line to give a good push for him.
Big push. As you can see, they brought in number 30 for the Greyhounds. He got right directly behind the quarterback as Acosta handed it. As Acosta took it up the middle on the keep, he gave him that good little push, and he got more than enough. So now here we are sitting at first down and 1st and 10 in the OSO territory, sitting at about the 32-yard line. Again, we are under 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Don't know exactly how many
Don't know,
minutes.
yeah, we can't know exactly. We wish we could, but again, once again, the scoreboard is not working. The official is on the ground keeping time. Greyhounds come in the shotgun formation. Costa once again going to keep it around the left side. Knocked out of bounds. I know that's something that you don't want to see as a coach. You kind of want to stay in place so the clock could run out. Going to give them about a 3-yard gain, bringing it about to 2nd and 7 for the Greyhounds. Once again, big ups to both teams. They really have came to play and gave us a show tonight. Costa once again in the shotgun formation.
Got Uzuno on the far side.
Hands it around the left side to number 2. Espinosa picks up a good gain. Shifty little run right there. Going to bring it up to about 3rd and about 4 for the Greyhounds. Once again, they are in OSO territory, moving the ball. We're looking at about the 25-yard line. 3rd and about 3 for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds once again taking their time, working the clock, trying to milk off as much as they can. The energy in the stadium is getting louder. Both crowds getting really into it. Acosta in the shotgun formation.
Got a timeout out here. Delay of game.
Delay of game against the Greyhounds. Man, big penalty as they were making a movement.
Then
Looks
again,
like Castellanos thought the clock was going to be reset.
it looks like it should have been reset, but somehow or another,
He's not going to win his argument. The call is going to stand. It's going to bring the Greyhounds up to 3rd and about 7 after being 3rd and about 3. So here we go. Greyhounds in the shotgun formation. Acosta takes it around the left side. Going to try and keep it. Outruns one guy. Still on his feet. Cuts it back in. Oso's able to stop him. It's going to bring up 4th and short for the Greyhounds. Looking at about 4th and what do you say, Jerry, about 3?
three, but at least he stayed in bounds there. You know.
Yeah, he did stay in bounds. So once again, the clock is going. Oso has taken an early timeout, so they do not have as many as they should. So let's see, big 4th down. Big 4th down for both teams. I wish we could tell you the time for the excitement could be a little bit more for y'all at home watching, but it is an exciting game. Both crowds are into this play right here. Taft's not going to risk it. They don't like what they see. They're going to go ahead, call a timeout, and talk it over just a little bit more. Big down for both teams coming up.
That's the second time out of the quarter. That one nifty run, you know, with Acosta, you know, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, he was able to pick up a good amount of yards. They lost on a penalty. This looks like the original spot they were sitting at on 3rd down before the penalty cost them a couple yards. So now here we are, 4th and about 3 for the Greyhounds.
And next week the Greyhounds finally get their first home game, and they meet up with the Freer Buckaroos.
Here we are, both teams coming out of the timeout, 4th and about 4. Here we are, both crowds getting into it. Big play for both teams. It's a matter of who's going to want it more. Huge down. Here we are. Costa is set to take the shotgun formation. OSO jumps, but able to recover. Costa still sitting in the shotgun formation. Works the hard can. Drops back. Gonna let it go. Oh, big mistake as the OSO Bears are able to intercept it. And they come up with the interception. They forced Costa to roll out to the left under pressure. And lets it go into traffic. It looks like number 4, Joe Medina, able to come up and with the snag and intercept that ball. So now here we go, folks. We got a ball game. 1st and 10, sitting at their own 29-yard line. West Oso takes over. It's a 3-point game. Also set to take the snap. Benya in the backfield, shotgun, takes a hike, gonna give it up to Huff up the middle. Big tackle by number 58, Jacob Gomez. Doesn't let Huff go anywhere, actually takes him down for a loss. Gonna bring up 2nd and about 13 for the OSO Bears. Quickly to the line. Benya in the shotgun. Lets it go up the middle. Oh, big defensive play by number 19 of the Greyhounds. Tyson Hinojosa able to close in and break up the pass in the middle. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bears. Again, I wish I could tell you exactly how much time is left so the excitement could build just a little bit more, but it still is exciting. Benya in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Greyhounds are closing in on him. Breaks away from 1. Lets it go, but it's over the head of number 5. Greyhounds forced pressure, made him roll out. Didn't get the pass that he wanted, Benya. We have another injury timeout.
We're going to go to a commercial. Thanks to these commercials for tonight's game.
Yeah, I don't think they got him on defense, but I saw him on offense. I think Suarez is for Taft. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Which way would it go? Here we go, back to play. 4th and about 13. Anthony, what do you think here? We're gonna play. Are they gonna play kind of conservative?
They gotta let it go. They gotta let it go. Benya drops back. Greyhounds getting some pressure on him. Benya steps up in the pocket. Big pass up the middle for number 2. Catches it. 1st down. There is a penalty on the play. Holding. Man, that's big. That takes a big play away from the OSO Bears.
Beautiful pass.
That was a beautiful pass. Benya stepped up into the pocket and found the wide open receiver up the middle. Gained a few yards after the catch, but it's going to be coming back with a penalty. Holding on the play, which is going to make it even deeper for them to have to try and convert. It's going to be 4th and about 20. It looks like the Bears are facing. Huge.
Beautiful pass over the middle. Beautiful.
Man, that's a huge break for the Greyhounds. And, man, I'm pretty sure the OSO Bears didn't really expect that.
Yeah, they're going to go with the punt up here now to try to get
Looks like they're going to punt it away. I wish I knew the time. Oh, over the head. Can he recover? The punter cuts it. The Greyhounds block it in the end zone. Still lose. The Greyhounds pick it up, and they're going to score a touchdown on a block punt. Man, you hate to see the game shift like this for one team, but the Greyhounds have been able to capitalize on mistakes. They're able to block the punt. The drive just kind of completely fell apart after that penalty for the Bears. Huge break for the Greyhounds, able to take advantage of it. The snap was just horrible from the jump. Peña tried to make the best of it, but just couldn't get it off. Blocked it in the end zone. The Greyhounds were able to recover it after scrambling for it. Big, huge turn of events. It looked like OSO had gained some momentum after the pick.
That block would really, I think what happened is he should have just tried to kick it, and instead he was trying to pick it up and run.
Yeah, the Greyhounds, though, the Greyhounds were swarming in on him. He really didn't have no choice of anything to do.
Big
So
play,
now here
big
we are,
play.
number 20 for the Greyhounds, set to try the extra point attempt. And again, once again, the Greyhounds cannot get something on it, but it looks like they're going to catch another break. It looks like roughing the kicker on the play. So another penalty on the OSO Bears. The Greyhounds are going to get another chance at the conversion.
Once again, turnovers are what hurt the Bears
Yeah,
tonight.
defensive turnover, the defense causing turnovers have been really the key. That's really what shifted the second half.
What else shifted our second half is the Greyhounds came out second half and was staying to drive that took almost all the third quarter.
Yeah, and they were finally able to get something.
Gave the
from their
defense time to
defense
rest.
Stop. Yeah, they were able to stop Peña and Huff after a big first half from them. Costa takes it, gives it up the middle to Rivera, still turning his legs, and it looks like he's going to get in for the conversion. So the Greyhounds add even more cushion to their lead deep into the fourth quarter. 39-28, the Greyhounds have pulled away. So big turn of events as this second half played. I think it really started with the Greyhounds coming out that third quarter.
With the offense taking the clock down, you know. Basically.
Yeah, they really that first quarter in the
Series.
second half, which was the third quarter, the Greyhounds were able to gain the momentum, and seems like they never gave it back after that. They were able to sustain the drive on that one. A couple good defensive stands for them, and they really shifted the momentum.
But then again, you know, another thing there, Anthony, that third quarter we weren't playing behind the chain. The Greyhounds weren't playing behind the chains this time. They were playing in front of them. We had a couple of key situations we were behind the chains, but came out of it and ended up getting a score on it. And then after that, it was just offense up the middle.
Yeah, for sure. Give big ups to Castellanos and his coaching staff coming out of the half and making adjustments that they needed. Really shifted the tide in this game, and the Greyhounds are able to put an 11-point cushion in on their lead. But big ups to both teams. They really came out to play tonight, gave all the fans an exciting game. Still not over, still some ball game to play. I wish I knew exactly how much time, but I know it is getting close to the end. So if West Oso wants to do anything, it starts on plays like this. 21 picks it up for the Bears, takes it around the left side, makes one miss, quickly brought down after that by the Greyhounds.
Number 44
Number
there.
44 for the Greyhounds. Demetrio Lopez on the tackle for the Greyhounds. 21 was a returner for the Bears, Zapata. So here we go again. The OSO Bears come out. They're trying to make something happen. Got to be quick. Looks to Peña to really let it go over the top. Takes it into shotgun position. No, he's going to give it up the middle, but Big Gomez is there to stop him. Big tackle. Greyhounds have really settled down in the second half in the middle. That read option that seemed to be working on the delay handoff to Huff in the middle hasn't been as successful in the second half. Here we are, Peña quick to the line again. Takes it into shotgun formation, drops back, pressure in his face, lets it go quick to the outside, over his head, intended for number 3.
You know, Gordo, Anthony, it seems like the momentum switched around. Now they're playing behind the chains.
Yeah,
instead
they
of-
are, and it seems like it's kind of made the Bears a little bit uncomfortable having to play to where they have to get big yards on every play. So here we are again. Peña in the shotgun, drops back, looking for somebody down the field. Lets it go in the middle again. Number 20 catches it for the Bears. Big first down. Peña has found success in that middle. Besides that one being called back for a flag, he's had a couple of them through the middle. Simmons on the reception. Here comes Peña quickly to the line once again in the shotgun formation. Bears on the move, drops back, looking downfield, gonna let it go deep. Has Huff a little bit over his head, out of reach. The Bears are really trying to go downfield right now. They're really letting it go.
And Peña's been staying in the pocket, kind of taking it till he can no longer take it. And
Yeah, he's really trying to look downfield and trying to find something. He's had a couple seams open, but hasn't really been able to bring the ball down. Here he goes once again. Peña in the backfield, gets a pressure. The Greyhounds are on him. Another sack for the defensive line of the Greyhounds. It's going to look like number 70 for the Greyhounds. Anastasio Lopez on the sack for the Greyhounds. Peña quick, even though he's got sacked, he's quick to the line. Time running out. Drops back, looking downfield. Finds a receiver on the right side. Fumble on the play. Is picked up by number 22 of the Greyhounds. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down. Big hit by the Greyhounds. Forced a fumble directly into the hands of number 22. And let me tell you, the Greyhounds defense once again steps up big on this one.
like I said, the momentum switched around. Earlier, the Greyhounds were playing behind the stick. Now it's been also all these last 2 quarters, they've been playing behind sticks.
Yep, it seems like the offense getting revived in the second half really gave the defense something to build on, and they really took advantage of it. It's really been the separation in this fourth and third quarter. The defense has been able to make the stop. 2 turnovers in the second half for the defense also.
One turned into a touchdown.
Yeah, for sure. So here we are, Greyhounds. Looks like we're just going to try and milk the clock. Costa going to hand it up the middle to number 2. Espinosa, fumble on the play. The OSO Bears pick it up. Big play. Man, just giving credit to the Greyhounds. You can't give the Bears any less credit, man. The defense has really shown up for them, and they force another turnover, so they're going to get another shot at trying to put it in the end zone. Let's see if Peña and the offense can take advantage of it.
That was the first turnover for the Greyhounds tonight.
Yeah, big time. The second turnover, actually. Remember, they picked off the ball from Acosta early in the fourth quarter.
Like, again, wish we could have the time right now. I don't know. It should be getting closer and closer to winding down with our score 28-39. Greyhounds up.
So here we are. Peña in the backfield. Takes the shotgun, drops back. Pressure coming in his face. Greyhound defense is right there. Peña's going to go ahead and keep it himself, trying to work to the outside. Finally thrown out of bounds, and it looks like they're going to get the Greyhounds for a little bit excessive tackling right there. Threw him a little bit too much after the play. Going to give the Bears another 15 yards from the spot of the ball. So here we are once again. The Bears are on the move. Ref's going to walk it off. Going to bring it to, let's see, about the
50-yard line, I think.
No, a little bit deeper than that. Looking at the 45-yard line, so now they're knocking on the Greyhounds' territory again. Here we are, Peña set in the backfield. Huff to the left of him, 3 to the left. Drops back, takes a quick route to the outside of Huff. Huff's in the open, breaks one around the left side, breaks another one. Big open field tackle, but not after Huff picks up a good 15 yards on the play. Going to give the OSO Bears another first down as he's moving the ball. So here we go. The Bears are moving the ball again. Peña takes the shotgun snap quickly out to the right again. And Huff breaks another tackle, still on his feet, brings it back to the left.
Didn't get back to the line.
He tried his best, but the Greyhounds didn't give him much. Tough run, but it wasn't much for the gain. Only going to give him, it looks like nothing. They're going to bring up 2nd and 10 still. Pena quickly to the line in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Going to let it go over the top to number 5. The ball's in the air. Oh, big time defensive play by number 11. 5 had it in his hands. 11 stripped it on the way down to force an incompletion. Good ball throwing over the top by Pena to the left side to number 5, Williams. He just couldn't haul it in as number 11, Rodriguez for the Greyhounds, had his hand in there.
Coming up with the 3rd and 10. You would assume that they're going to go for the next 2 to try to get a touchdown.
Pena still in the backfield. Taking the shotgun snap, drops back, looking downfield, over the top again to number 5 this time. Let's see, the Greyhounds did receive it. Let's see if they call it in or out. They're going to say the Greyhounds were out of bounds. The play's still going, but it looks like they're going to call the ball dead. He was out of bounds is what the ref is saying. Hold on, there's a discussion on the play. No, it looks like he was in bounds is what the refs are saying. So another big defensive stand by the Greyhounds. Number 12, Zachary Martinez, going to come up with the interception. Big time play, man. It seems like the OSO Bears start driving, but as the field starts shrinking, that the defense for the Greyhounds has been able to capitalize on it. In this quarter alone, this is their 3rd turnover that they forced. So here come the Greyhounds.
Ball sitting on about the 20-yard line.
In their own territory. Costa takes the shotgun snap with Rivera to the left of him. Going to go ahead and keep it around the left side. Pulls it, still on his feet. See if he stays in bounds. Finally taken down, but not after a 15-yard gain. Going to give the Greyhounds another 1st down.
We'll stop the time right now until he moves the chains.
It seems like in the second half, Acosta's been able to find a rhythm with that read option. He's been able to pick up key 1st downs.
Like we were talking at halftime, Mr. Rodriguez was here talking with us, and he was saying the same thing. This has been a good game throughout the whole game. It's like it seemed like the 2nd game is like the 4th game of the season.
Yeah, these teams are really battling here tonight. Costa in the shotgun position, takes the ball, going to go ahead and give it to Rivera around the left side, stays in between the tackles. OSO Bears are quickly there to bring him down for no gain, actually going to lose some on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and long for the Greyhounds, sitting at their own, looks like at their own 34-yard line. So here we are, the Greyhounds coming up to the line once again.
2nd and 13. Acosta's in the shotgun.
Hands it off to the left, cuts it back to the left side, Espinosa. There is a flag on the play. He picks up the 1st down, but it looks like it might come back. They usually, when they throw that flag in that area, it's usually going to be called for the holding. Try to go outside the numbers on a cutback. Usually that gives a lineman a chance to just grab an extra jersey. Looks like that's what's going to happen right here. Going to cost the Greyhounds some yards on the play. So now it's going to bring up probably 2nd and long.
Once again, we're playing behind the chains again. Having a confusion over there on the...
Yeah, it looks like the sticks were moving as only the yardstick should have moved. So they're having to reset that real quick. Going to bring up 2nd and very long for the Greyhounds. Again, pushing themselves back into their own territory. Not a position that you really want deep into the game. Here we are. Acosta still in the backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Costa really marking it. Hands it off to Espinosa around the left side. Keeps it in between the tackle and the guard. Quickly brought down by the OSO Bears, though. Gonna lose the yards again, once again. Gonna bring up 3rd and very long.
I noticed that Acosta's milking the clock coming down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Going deep into that 4th quarter, trying to take off as much time as they are sitting with the 11-point lead, which is a 2-possession game. OSO Bears take a timeout. I think this might symbolize that we are getting closer to the end of the quarter. Again, 39 to 28. Let's take a quick commercial break.
Once we resumed the game again, we got 3rd and a country mile, I guess you can say, for the Taft Greyhounds.
I'm guessing right here the Greyhounds are probably just going to try and keep it in ground as safe as they can be, milk off some more clock. Probably trying to make OSO burn another timeout. Costa in the shotgun position, takes the snap, just gives it, keeps it around the right side, still on his feet, tries to make a move, but OSO is quickly there to close in on him. Going to bring 4th and very long for the Greyhounds, forcing them to punt.
OSO's calling their last timeout. It looked like the coach was over here jumping up and down trying to get the officiating crew to look that he was calling timeout.
Yeah, trying to save as much time as they can. A game is not over till it's over. Again, I wish we could tell you the time, but there is no official time for us to look at. The official that usually runs the scoreboard is actually on the field having to call the time through his phone, which is actually crazy, a really rare scenario. But these officials are ready for any kind of scenario, and they were actually able to pick up with it and take over. So the official is sitting right behind the referee, and that is the only time that is here in the stadium.
Once again, that was West OSO's last timeout. Officiated just got through marking last timeout.
So here we are, Ozuna set to take the long snap, trying to get a good punt. West OSO, the far man, set to receive it. Ozuna gets a better kick of the night. Number 4 for the OSO Bears picks it up around the right side, still on his feet, makes 1 or 2 miss, but doesn't get much after that. Here we are. OSO once again is going to take over about their own 44-yard line, 46-yard line. See if they can try to make something happen really quick right here with the little bit of time that's left. I'll tell you what, Benya and that offense has really been out there quite a bit this second half. They just left quite a few points out there that they had chances on. Let's see if they can actually get something to build on, whether it's for this game or going into next week. They came out. You got to give it to Benya. He's really tried his all this game. Once again, here he is in the shotgun position. Benya set to take the snap. Benya takes the shotgun snap. Pressure in his face. Number 5 cannot hang on to it. Had a nice little screen set up around there. Had some room to work with, but number 5 cannot hold on right there. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the OSO Bears. Once again, time running out. Bears trying to make some magic happen. Benya quick to the line once again. 3 to the left, 1 to the far right. Benya takes the snap, quick to the left again. They try that same screen. This time they do catch it. Working around the left side. Looks like he's going to pick up some yards, still short of the first down. Going to bring
by
up
like
about third, and what do you
3.
say, about 2?
2.5, I think.
Say about third, and it's about 2.5. So the Bears once again on the move. Benya quick to the line. Bears already set.
Looks like the defense is going into a prevent defense.
Benya drops back, looking over the top. Got safety help. Martinez is there to break it up. As you can see, the Greyhounds ain't giving that far seam up the left sideline no more. They have help underneath and over the top. He's going to have to find a window to really put it in, or not. The Greyhounds have the better advantage of the coverage they're running right now.
Exactly.
So you're either going to have to find something in the middle or try to put it directly into a little pocket right here on the sideline where Benya keeps throwing it. The Greyhounds have been there these last few times. Benya once again in the shotgun, takes the snap, quick handoff up the middle to Huff. Huff on his feet. Oh, big run.
Looked like he was going to hurdle over the.
Yeah, he got up there. He hurdled about 3 of them, but the Greyhounds didn't let him go far after that hurdle. He still picked up the first down after a hard run. Benya quickly to the line again. Shotgun formation, takes the snap around the left side. Quick screen. Still on his feet, number 7, makes one miss. Greyhounds bring him down, but not after an 8-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and about 2 for the OSO Bears. Bears quickly up to the line once again. Benya in the shotgun position. Huff to the left of him. Benya drops back, looking for that seam again. Referee blew the play dead. Let's see what happened. OSO coaches are not happy with it. Trying to figure out what's going on.
That's game.
Oh, that's the end of the game, it looks like. Really hard for everybody. Even the coaches had a hard time, as you can see right there. Nobody had an official time on the game. Really cost them a drive right there. So the final is 39-28 for the Greyhounds. Good hard-fought game by both teams, but the Greyhounds were able to pull away in the second half. What do you say was the biggest difference in the second half, Jerry?
I'm going to go with our offense. It came out to play the second half and basically took over the game there that third quarter and just kind of milked the clock as much as they could to give our Greyhounds their offense a little bit more, defense more rest. And it proved tonight that the defense came out after they got their rest from the offense to come back and show that they're really, the defense is what the key game was, with Suarez taking control of that second half. And
yeah, Suarez really came up big in that second half. He started it out the first half by returning the kick return, then comes in the second half and catches 2 touchdown passes, which came out to be huge for the Greyhounds. The defense that looked like they were struggling to stop the OSO Bears, Benya and Huff getting exactly what they wanted and getting the breaks that they needed, weren't able to do that in the second half. The Greyhounds really buckled down and got what they wanted and were able to pull away. Big ups to the West OSO Bears as they came out. Another hard-fought, tough loss for them. Wish them the best in the coming season. I think they have a lot to grow on. What do you say, Jerry?
Well, they're predicted 3rd in their district this year, and I think OSO's got a good logical scheme going, for them, and they really showed a big improvement with last week when they played Oldham, and they come out here and almost took it to the Greyhounds. But once again, the Greyhounds kind of came out of the third quarter and said, we're taking over the game, and that's what ended up happening. And, I wish them luck in the season coming up, and I know.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch the West OSO Bears last year, and from last year to this year, I can tell you they
totally
made huge improvement. This coach got something going here. He's got a nice little fluent offense, got some playmakers on both sides of the ball. Defense stayed hungry through the most part of the game, but like they say, once you put your defense out there a little bit too much, they start bending a little bit more than you want. Taft took advantage of it, and really that's how they were able to put their cushion away from them. But also has something building. If they can keep building on this and find a way for Benya and Huff to still get that what they got tonight, I think their season might pick up from here on out. 0-2 from them, but they had 2 really hard losses. The Greyhounds, once again, after explosive win last week, they really came out to the Woodsboro. They came out a little bit shaky in the first half. they weren't living up to the expectations that everybody was kind of surrounding with the buzz. But in the second half, they really buckled down and showed us what they're really about. That defense that they've been buzzing about, I think it's for real.
I do too. I really do think that the defense is showing up, and little by little, like I said, this was a very hot game through the first quarter through all the way to the third and fourth quarter. You know, both teams showed big discipline, more. The Greyhounds came out with more power and more push there in the third and fourth quarter. That's what made the difference in this game.
Yeah, for sure. And I know as much as Castellanos is going to be, you know, he's not going to like the turnovers and the mistakes that the Greyhounds make, but I know for sure that he knows that his Greyhounds didn't bend to adversity. They faced adversity for the first time this season, which is always good to face, to find it early in the season, so that way when adversity strikes later on deep into the district playoffs, you're ready for it. Greyhounds got a little bit of taste of that, able to capitalize on their mistakes and able to come back in the second half and really pull away. It was a great fought game. I had fun tonight. What do you say, Jerry?
I did too. Well, looking forward to next week when we face the Freer Buckaroos in Greyhound Country. That's the first game of the season in Taft. So let's play it. Have everybody have a safe trip and everything else, and see you next week.
For sure. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. This is Anthony Hernandez on one mic, Jerry Perkins on the other one, Armando Sanchez behind the camera. Thank you tonight for letting us bring y'all the game, and we hope to see y'all next week.